rise again. I won't break here. I'll rise again. Feet hit hard on the floor, chrome rain on the door. Your eyes ain't one thing more. Come on, come on. Sit up in the dark of the room, hands up, cut through the bloom. I move like I know the tune, no fear, no fear. Boot up, pick your lane, one shot, take your place. Eyes up, hands locked in, no fear, let it spin. Count down, feel that spark. We came here to leave a mark. Fast hands, sharp mind, one more round on the climb. Hear that rush, feel it rise. All in now, no disguise. Stay with me, hold that line. Hit the edge, cross the line. Go hard now, go hard now. We don't back down, we don't back down. Take the crown, take the crown. Make your move now, make it count now. We don't back down, we don't back down. Take the crown, take the crown. Make your move now, make it count now. Boot up, pick a lane, one shot, take your place. Eyes up, hands locked in, no fear, let it spin. Count down, feel that spark. We came here to leave a mark. Fast hands, sharp mind, one more round on the climb. Hear that rush, feel it rise. All in now, no disguise. Stay with me, hold the line, hit the edge, cross the line. Go hard now, go hard now. We don't back down, we don't back down. Take the crown, take the Boot up, pick a lane, one shot, take a place. Eyes up, hands locked in, no fear, let it spin. Countdown, feel that spark. We came here to leave a mark. Fast hands, shot mine, one more round on the climb. Hear that rush, feel it rise. All in now, no disguise. Stay with me, hold the line, hit the edge, crossing line. Go hard now, go hard now. We don't back down, we don't back down. Take the crown, take the crown. Make your move now, make it count now. Here we call me from the dark. Rise again, rise again. I won't break here. I'll rise again. Feet hit hard on the floor, chrome rain on the door. Your eyes ain't one thing more. Come on, come on. Sit up in the dark of the room, hands up, cut through the bloom. I move like I know the tune, no fear, no fear. Boot up, pick your lane, one shot, take a place. Eyes up, hands locked in, no fear, let it spin. Countdown, feel that spark. We came here to leave a mark. Fast hands, sharp mind, one more round on the climb. Hear that rush, feel it rise. All in now, no disguise. Stay with me, hold that line. Hit the edge, cross the line. Go hard now, we don't back down.
And welcome back, everybody, to the Mythic Showdown Season 3. It's finally here. We have had our Swiss stages done. It's all done and dusted. We've had our top teams. This is day one of the league stage. Mobile Legends 5v5. War Drums is going to be hosting this Mythic Showdown for us. And I'm your caster, Baldudu, along with the very talented Crux. And we will be casting this game today. Game one, it's going to be IGN versus Muniya Club. It's a best of three. And do let us know in the comments which team are you supporting, who's going to win this match. And just letting you know before we go into the actual analysis, there is an 8,000 dias giveaway at 800 concurrent views. So if you want those dias, share the stream, like, interact, be active, and most importantly, give us all your support. So with that being said, Crux, what do you think about this?
I'm absolutely stoked. League stages, the big boy, get your big boy pants on. Make sure you actually, get your A game in. I think all the teams are ready to bring their best into, our views, obviously. For the viewers, we've got only the best. These teams, they're the top teams, obviously. You know these names. They're all the big names in, the Mythic leaderboards. All of them have, time and time again, shown us that they are deserving of this position. You know them. We love them. We are here to watch them. If you are not actually, excited about this, you should probably be. And if you are excited, make sure you actually like, share, and subscribe, like Baldu said, because this is about to get very exciting. Talking about that, Baldu, I think that for now at least, I am not really liking the way that the game is actually turning out. Because, well, I could actually start up with how, there's no snowballing, almost visibly zero snowballing at the given moment. Because you've got new jungle rotations, you've got new buffs to the jungle monsters, the horned lizard, the lava golem, and also the fire beetle. All of them give you like 110, 79, and 80. 78 and 89 gold per se, and they are actually on par with how much experience that you get from the buffs. So losing your buffs does not matter if you actually get invaded or not. You can still farm up, and unless of course the enemy jungler decides to hard camp your jungle area, I would not say that it's actually, going to be very difficult for you to get the farm that you need. The snowballing aspect of the game has been reduced significantly, which is a very good thing. But also, it kind of like makes a lot of opportunities for heroes to actually lose some of their jungle buffs, and keeping your side safe from invasion is the game right now. I think that that's kind of cool. Instead of actually engaging in early fights, I think right now having control over your side and then pushing that control over to the other side, getting maybe one or two, if possible, creeps from the other side, that would actually significantly increase your standing in terms of actually taking a fight or not taking one, obviously. But
Hmm.
secondly, there are all these changes for the tanks. There are new updates where Paquito and all the other heroes got nerfed or buffed. And apparently, I'm seeing that Argus is going to be nerfed again. They're calling it a buff. I'm absolutely angry at the fact that Argus has had his total physical attack scaling reduced with the passive, obviously, reduced from 100 now to before 80, now to 50, and apparently they're trying to take it down to 25%. At this point, just make him a minion. Like, he's just a designated minion for the team. The guy just pushes, anyways. That's what minions do. Brainer, no brainer, obviously. Argus players just push. That's what minions do, dude. And you're reducing the damage even further. Like, okay, great.
Yep.
I'm depressed.
And with that, folks, this is the Broken Wall stage. League stage day one, game one. The Broken Walls is what that's going to be greeting us in the land of Dawn. Muniya is going to be having the first pick, and one of the most banned heroes. I think it's definitely on the list, top three. The Freya gets taken out. It's going to be the first ban for Muniya. The response by IGN is going to be the Zujin. Shout out to my boy Ray. But viewers, like, support your teams. Do let us know whichever team you might be rooting for. It doesn't have to be these two. It could be any of the teams that have made it to this league stage. All of them deserve their flowers to making it this far. It's a big achievement. It's easy to register for the Mythic Showdown. It's difficult to stay there. I think that's one thing that we've seen. Very good teams have been eliminated in the Swiss stage. In the O1 brackets, seen them get knocked out. So with that being said, root for your favorite teams, but don't push down any other team. With that being said, the second ban is the Atlas, and what will IGN respond with? Since it's the Broken Walls, I think Bakshia would be an amazing ban.
I agree. Baxia could actually have this level of control over the map, especially with no walls. He doesn't have to, necessarily jump and waste his. I don't know if you call it a waste, but he doesn't need to jump. He can just pass through, and he's got a lot of control, anyways. With the tortoise, poisons. I think that guy could actually be a very big threat, at least in closed off spaces. But he is even bigger of a threat when it comes to actually opened up spaces. So I'd say that Baxia could be a very ban-worthy hero for now, at least. But like we were talking about Atlas and all these heroes, the tanks that were buffed. Apparently, they are being prioritized in terms of banning. Freya, even though she's gotten a nerf, which obviously it's the attack range that she had nerfed, I think having 33 times banned throughout the Mythic Showdown, I think that's a little too much. Zushin obviously getting banned only 20 times, I think that's kind of crazy. I think that's actually kind of crazy. I thought Zushin is even more dangerous than Freya. But all in all, I think that the bans are going through pretty smoothly. Marcel gets banned off, and one of the most overperforming junglers in the current meta, Akai, gets banned off too. I'm not actually surprised with this because obviously Akai has been this dominant force, dude, and heavy spin. My goodness.
Akai, Pack, and Marcel, I think in their particular lanes, it is just stupid to leave them open because you're restricting yourself so much. One Marcel pick alone forces you to take fights only in a single way. You always have to play a disengaged comp, you always have to have a re-engage strat that's always done perfectly. A slight mistake and you're cooked. So they don't want to take that risk. Muniya instead, since the Paquito is taken down, Phobius is undoubtedly the second best performing XP laner in terms of how much utility it gives to the match, how much it restricts the opponent's draft. You kind of prevent the Harith pick altogether. reasonably. Even the Moskov to a certain extent, because in the late game he just blinks everywhere, and Phovis is such a great option to reach him. Or even if not reaching him, that's just free passive stacks for him. So, with that being said, the opponents are going to be picking up the God and the Glue. We've been seeing the Glue a lot more recently, especially with the current patch. Every mage which is struggling a little in the early game needs an early clearer. So, the God and the Glue, GG is the pick for them. But yeah, I like the pick coming in that Glue pick. It is one of my favorite XP laners. So, I'm liking what I'm seeing. But the question is, will they pick up the Bakshia now in the Claude? Because they need a tank jungle ideally. Because Greed is not a pure engage XP lane. He's more of a bruiser. The Phobius that's being picked up, it's more of a bruiser type comp. So yeah, there is the Fred pick.
But having the Fredrin here against, Gord kind of like puts Gord at a disadvantage. Obviously, he's a no mobility hero. The max mobility that he can get is from Flicker, which again is a 120-second cooldown spell, 2 minutes on the clock, and you've got to make sure you make good plays. And having Phobius, run around, I think that's very dangerous, at least for Gord. But I think Glue, how you actually praised him, I think he's well deserving of it. He is definitely ban worthy, but also not to the extent where you actually have to be worried about him in 5-man compositions. You've got heroes like Vixana, Farmus, and maybe EXP laners that could actually, use the split to their advantage. If they're low on HP, take a Ruby for example, she just uses one first skill and then boom, she's got full HP because of Glue. And thanks to Glue, I think that will be the best way to actually put it. But all in all, I think that Glue doesn't really have that much of a problem against anybody else. But pairing that up with the Guinevere, I think that might actually just chain CC the enemies into oblivion. Spatial Migration, Violet Requiem could be a very dangerous combo, at least in front of Gord. Standing in front of Gord, that would actually give him a lot of opportunities. I'm not really, the biggest fan of this idea, but it could actually work. The side of Team, Muniya, they've gotten themselves a good tanky frontline, a set of tanky frontlines. They've got Phobius and also Fredrin. It could work well with their composition with having, Claude in the back. Could always just jump in, and Fredrin can taunt and keep the enemies distracted while Claude deals all the damage. Looks pretty good, but the second banning phase just went through. I didn't realize it was that quick. Matilda, Khalid, damn.
And one thing that we have to pay attention to, I think it's a lot of teams, they get so focused on how good their draft, looks together as a whole. They only focus on the positives. Like you mentioned, that the Goonie pick is a great option and if you have a good combo with the Glue. But the problem is, realistically, the Glue is not a real hard engage. Glue is more of a single target constant poke. He's a harass kind of roamer. It's not easy for him to land his skill shots. His crowd control is not guaranteed, and it is also not a safe engage like Kufra. It's not something like Kufra where he gets infinitely tankier. So that is one issue. Goonie, even if she goes in for tank, you do not have a clump, someone to actually clump the skills for you, clump these guys for you. That is another mistake. Because otherwise your Goonie technically will only guarantee a catch on maybe 1 or 2 people. What about the other 3? Is the Glue going to catch them and push them back? Who's the God going to target? The guy the Goonie jumps on or the Glue jumps on? There's a lot of questions there. Similarly with Muniya Club, the problem is they've got a very good front 3 right now. They've completed their draft with that Khaja and the Novaria. But the issue with their draft is they have almost nothing in the early game. The only people who are even remotely viable in the early game are that Fred and Phobius. And they are kind of all in and all out. And the God, Goonie, and Glue are perfect answers to them in the early game. So they need this Nova to get active. So they're kind of awkward drafts on both sides, but I feel like IGN is still, despite how weird their draft is, they could still make it work because their power spikes hit early.
Absolutely. But what I was actually trying to say when I actually mentioned Glue, Guinevere, and Gord, it's a triple G combo, by the way. But yeah, so Glue has the ability to slow down the enemies, even if he doesn't actually jump in, using the first and second skill to actually catch enemies. He can always immobilize them and maybe slow them down with his passive. Gord does the same thing, and he's got true damage that could work very well against the Fredrin and the Phoveus. And obviously, nobody's going to play Phoveus with Vengeance, at least not in the competitive scene, not in the higher leagues at least. So Flicker is the way to go for Phoveus. So this guy is going to take a lot of true damage, at least early on. Fredrin's not going to be able to handle it, and without Vengeance, Phoveus can't really do it himself. So Glue slowing people down. Expecting too much from the side of Team Muniya Club. IGN, though, they've got a lot of early initiators, like you mentioned, so they might actually have a slight advantage early on.
And I'm so surprised. Why would Muniya Club try to get that aggressive? They didn't have the vision of Kaja. Kaja was on the other side of the river, and they still went in. And she didn't pop the flicker either. She just kind of gave up because she knew she was already out of position over there. But with that being said, first hurdle is up. There is a nice camp set up on the river by the members of IGN, but Munya does not care. They just want to get this turtle as soon as possible. Fred is not sure about the vision. He has to back off, and now Corey uses up the bravest fighter, comes back in. Greed is trying to zone out Joseph over there. This is going to be an interesting fight. Who's going to survive? And the answer is definitely not Riven, as which will take Zwei and make it two. Will he get the third? No, Joseph is going to be the one to pick it up. And with that, 0-4 and a turtle. This is the problem when you draft purely based on vibes. You need to have something that is able to respond to your opponents. And right now, Light is the only one. Light's power spike comes earlier than anyone else, and he's the only source of instant burst from their team, which is insane.
Oh, look at that. We've got a spatial migration and catching Greed off guard. Corey Cutie's going to get that kill. Using the bravest fighter to clear the minions. That's going to put a lot of pressure. Now he's able to actually rotate around the map, put pressure on Fredrin too. GG's. Kaja here without the ultimate, not going to be that useful. Look at that retribution use. Spatial migration jumps, gets the catch, lowers his HP, which is able to use the Mystic Gush and get the kill. Like I said, this support emblem is not the way to go for Fredrin, at least not in the early game, especially not against heroes that could actually catch you off guard and take you down for the count. Fredrin might just have the most hardest, time here. It's going to be very difficult.
My God, this is 06 right now, Muniya Club. These guys need to do something quick because if this keeps going on, they're gonna be handing over these points on a silver platter. But right now on the top side, while looking for something, but Executor is going to be pretty calm about it, going to back off really safely. But Corey comes up with the far rotation, flickers in. Bravest fighter popped up. Riven barely survives. Zwei uses up the ult. Divine Judgment, but the flicker coming in from Executor keeps the Bruno alive for now as he dashes away back to safety. And that is all she wrote from this fight. Light is kind of low with the mana. Joseph. Oh, okay, Joseph. Oh, nah, what was that jump? What was that jump? But I guess Witch did get pushed away by Zwei there, so they kind of stopped the engage over there. But with that being said, the next turtle is up, and I don't think Muniya has any scope of contesting this.
And hey, look at that. That's the Street Fighter skin. I'm getting the first hand, skill effects. Oh, okay. We've got. Okay, like I said, glue split actually gives a lot of targets for, anyone with certain amount of healing abilities. I think that's what just happened. I think with the way things are going, there's no chance that Muniya could actually contest for this turtle. For now, at least, they actually have to back off. Zwei getting caught off guard. I think that
Oh,
Mythic Gush is going to be
why?
taking him down, which is able to get the kill. Beautiful play here. And hey, the one thing that I actually want to mention is that some people are sleeping up on the Bruno pick nowadays. At least after that buff with Berserker Fury, he's going to be definitely a big problem, especially even against tanky heroes. He's got damage, and he's now got true damage every time he actually lands a critical hit. So paired up with Mecha Legs, his passive might actually just boost up the crit chance, and the crit damage could just go crazy on the enemies. Right now, Muniya Club does not have an answer. They're gonna wait up on lights to farm up.
And right now, what Muniya Club is doing is still pretty smart. The goal lead is still not too bad. I mean, it's a bad number, but it could have been worse if they continue the tempo they're doing. So they've slowed the game down. They're just waiting for IGN to look for the engages first because they know they have a chance of defending pretty well. They'll be giving up turrets. They will be trying to hold on for now. Greed right now getting chased by Corey QT. Monster kill off cam. But will this Phobius survive? He barely does. Zwei does pick up the Thunderbelt, and they just have to hold on. I mean, until the 12-13 minute mark, I really don't think there is scope for these boys to really get a good fight in their favor. Like, it's too risky.
Absolutely. And the Thunderbelt, I actually doubt that play very much. Look at
Oh,
that.
whoa,
The
whoa, whoa,
damage is
whoa, whoa,
crazy,
whoa.
bro. How is he getting melted down so quickly, bro? Okay. On the side of Team IGN, they've decided on backing off, but Space
Oh,
Migration catches
nah.
Y. That's two. No, I mean, Zwei actually means two in German. So yeah, that's
Dude,
one kill, but for the price of
dude, look
two.
at which. Look at which, dude. 702. This man has been in every team fight and he's made sure he gets the kills. Madness right now. He is having an insane performance right now.
Oh, dude, that's top of the notch. 100% team fight participation. They're gonna get another free turtle. The side of Team Muniaki Club, they can't really contest this one at all. They've been losing up on every bit of resources in their own jungle. They can't really contest. Oh, we've got a Divine Judgment with the
Oh,
flicker, and that's a beautiful, taunt. But hey, it's a Guinevere, one spatial migration, and that's it.
and that's the problem. There's no one, even if Zwei gets you a really good catch, who is going to deal the damage in time? And the answer is nobody right now. Absolutely nobody. But
I agree.
looking at the bot side, Corey, QT, Greed, he is not
Oh
gonna live.
no.
It's gonna be Witch. He is hungry for those kills. Pops the Mystic Gush, despite knowing that there was no way for Phobius to escape over there. He wants those stacks and he's not sharing it with anybody right now.
He's like, hey, Corey, I'm coming in. I've got an ultimate. Here you go. Come out. Okay, whatever. Okay, jokes aside, the side of Team IGN, they're not showing any mercy to the side of Team Muniaki Club. It's going to be very difficult for them. But again, okay, he's able to secure that blue buff with the ultimate. The Appraiser's Wrath bogged the buff so bad that he got sent to the next match. Looking at the items, I think Bruno going for that Task Clause and Berserker Fury, he's got a lot of crit damage, like crit chance now. Crit damage is also very high. So I believe that he's going to be very, very dangerous, at least for Claude to deal with so early on. That's a lot of damage on Claude, bro. He's forced to go back with the BMI. Okay. Yeah, I just noticed that HP bar go to yellow in an instant,
Dude,
bro.
the
That's crazy.
production is insane, man. Like, there's so much details that I'm popping up because normally when we're casting, we just really look at the top score screen and, like, the gold lead. That's all we
Yeah,
really see. And, like, okay, greed really low there. But usually you don't even have an indicator for the turtle secured, right? Sometimes, like in some
absolutely.
in some matches. But right now, dude, you can look at the exact gold they are building in real time. You have the player cams. You can,
Oh,
whoever your friends, if you're watching, but right now, Doom right now really low. Blazing Duet used up, but he
flicker.
flickers out to safety. Executor overextend. Divine Judgment will catch him off, and Muniya will finally register themselves onto that leaderboard. It's 1 against 10.
Oh,
I spoke too soon. Divine Guinevere with the ultimate
flicker.
nearly takes down Greed. He has to. Did he pop the flicker? I don't think he did.
He did. Greed popped the
Oh,
flicker.
he
Now
did.
Joseph gets
Okay.
taken down. Light's able to get a kill. The side of Team IGN, they've lost a lot of members. Well, 2 actually, but that 2 is very important. This is why he's low on HP. I think right now they can't contest for the Lord. But with the way things are going, Corey Cutie putting up the pressure, making sure the side of Team Muniya Club, they can't contest for the turtle without taking punishment from the side of Team IGN. They're playing pretty smart. They're not risking anything. And they're also making sure the enemies know that they are way ahead of them.
Yep. And right now, looking at what is up, the highest damage dealt, Corey, QT, most of it has been onto Greed. This dude has been the damage soak for his team, which is close behind, but the Sky Piercers seem to be doing most of the work for this god right now. Executed inside, have started up the Lord, they're juggling it. Okay, they don't want to take it yet. Okay, they started again. I feel like that was not planned, but they do get the Lord out now. The timing is going to be perfect for them. The Lord will be definitely marching down the top side because it's been pushed so much. So that's going to give them enough time to sink the waves and collapse the mid lane tier 2 along with.
But the Lord, okay, before the Lord marches in, we've got a beautiful spatial migration, which is able to get the kill on Greed. But look at that snipe. Joseph was able to get taken down by the side of Team Muniya Club. Light is able to get the kill on Corey Cutie, but hey, Array gets the kill on Zwei. And hey, Ace Degenerate is able to get a double kill here. He's able to get the kill on Joseph and also Glue. I'm surprised actually, but well,
Yep, and it's
Array,
a
I
2
think
for
he
3
over.
trade. The gold lead is just 2.2k, 2.5k now.
Yeah, an Array, I think he overextended unnecessarily, bro. That was not good.
Yeah, the set was not needed. I mean, the priority was to take down the objectives, the turrets, but those turrets have been untouched, and now that's a free, comfortable Lord defense because their bodies are all the way back in base. They have to get their way back right now. So there you have it. Which the man on the cam there, 902, he's locked in, but Ace is not far behind. He's catching up slowly but surely. The Novaria is finally having a presence in the match. Greed is done with dealing with the god and Guni, so he just builds the Radiant for himself.
I kind of understand why Greed would actually do that. Well, which is the most important character in this match at least. The guy's got the Sky Piercer, he's got all the damage, and he's very dangerous. At least this point of the game, he's very annoying too. So him, getting that counter item is actually very necessary. He's gotten himself the, Chastise Pauldron too. That will reduce the damage that he takes from, Bruno. And I think he's trying to just counter build the enemies. He's not looking for anything that could actually give him an advantage or an edge in the next fights that would actually occur. I kind of don't like the idea behind what, Greed is doing, but, well, hey, if it works, it's kind of working for them. If it works, bro.
Yup, and right now it is 5 to 12. It's a much better situation than they were in 5 minutes. It's close to like 7 minutes back. The goal lead is now slowly chunking down, like it's touching the 2k mark. It might go low, and it has finally gone below since the game started, in minute 1. It's always been above that since then. So finally we can see Muniya Club's draft. They're getting the space, and I don't know why IGN let them get that space to get so comfortable. A lot of misplays coming in for them. They try to trade kills when they were ahead with shutdowns, but right now Joseph is in that bush,
Oh,
gets the jump, which instantly pops the Mystic Gush. Will he live? Greed does. Ace Degenerate gets the kill. Executor is also really low. He has to back off, but Joseph has nobody to bail him out. And what were you doing? Why would you try to catch the Phobius, the guy who has the magic defense on the team? And now Doom is left all alone.
Oh,
He has
what
to
is he
catch
doing?
somebody. Whoa, 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 whoa. What are you doing? What are you doing? Why would you kill your own teammate? But Corey QT gets the shutdown on a light as Greed re-engages XD with the damage. Massive Appraiser's Wrath coming in. Zwei left all alone. Ace has to somehow get the snipe. Will not connect.
No.
He is quite low. Riven will also fall nearly, but escapes with a sliver of HP. Whoa.
What did I just see?
Dude, what was that team fight? That's the most random, pointless fight I have seen.
Forget the
Yeah,
team
yeah,
fight.
yeah.
Forget the team fight. Did you just notice that Novaria's damage actually procced the Wind of Nature from Bruno? What is happening? The side of Team IGN, they have to get their priorities straight. They jumped on Phobius, who has the radiant armor. That's gonna stop any chance of you bursting him down with, DPS. Guinevere and Gord have DPS magic damage. It's not instant burst type like, Aurora, Eudora. These are the only names that came to my mind.
Yo, but yeah, clip
That's
that, clip the
DPS.
Bruno wind, man. Clip the Bruno wind.
Absolutely, bro. What did I just say, bro? Bro, Executor, what? Dude, no. You made the biggest mistake, that most people make. Okay, anyways,
Aura
with that
gamble.
aside,
He gambled his
sure.
aura and it didn't work. But right now, with that being said, this is the second Lord that's going to be marching down the top side. They have time to sink the waves, and I think this time they should at least get the bot side turret. As long as they don't really force the fight over there, they're going to leave the push on the bot. They're going to prioritize the top side. They're cutting off the mid for now. You have the play. You have the Guni ready. Oh, Joseph goes in for the jump. Will not connect. The Lord still hitting away this turret, but it is going to be handled very, very comfortably. And IGN now, despite having the river control, they do not seem as strong as they were 10 minutes back.
I agree, dude. The biggest problem with most teams is that most teams don't realize that if you know the intricate details about the game, you can actually get serious advantages. Like most people don't know this, but the Lord, yeah, you get a damage reduction on the Lord for every member that's near the Lord. So I'm assuming if my memory, serves me right, it's around 15% normally, like even if nobody's there, plus 4 for every member that's right next to the Lord. And right now, there was only one person, so you could say that the Lord had 19% damage reduction. But again, if you want to make full use of the Lord, either have 4 people or 3 people right next to the Lord so that the Lord can get the damage reduction. And you can split push maybe with someone like, I think Guinevere could split push or something like that. You just need to stand near the Lord, yeah? And put some pressure. Make sure that the enemies are actually kind of afraid of actually jumping in. Okay, but look at that. A good spatial migration with that Winter Crown. 2 people caught. Witch is able to use the Mystic Gush. But Corey Cutie's the one who gets the first kill. Executor the second one. Greed taken down. 2 people down for the side of Team Muniya Club.
Oh
And
my
that's the
god.
minions marching in. Oh, beautiful snipe from the Novaria, dude. But Novaria, you're not able to get those kills when it matters the most. We've got the Fredrin's taunts, but the minions will be cleared out. The side of Team Muniya Club lives to see another day.
Oh my god, that was a good fight, a really good fight coming in, and they finally get that tier 2 turret they've been looking for so long. Muniya was denying them their, that objective for so long, but finally they get a great
You
fight,
know
great engage coming in. Executor was really low over there, but it's not gonna happen. Lord up in 10 seconds, and it's the first time I think Muniya is gonna be making their way over the Lord. They've looked at the Lord for the first time before it's marched to their side.
And well, I'm just gonna point it out, but Ace Degenerate, that was a very bad decision, dude. You don't just take the blue buff from the jungler. Oh, okay, spatial migration missed. Okay, we've got the taunt from the Fredrin. He's got the enemies in a pin, and that's Light doing the damage. Joseph is taken down. Executor forced to use the Wind of Nature. Bravest Fighter used up by Corey Cutie. That stun comes in, clutch, catches Light, takes him down. That's also gonna be Greed jumping onto the enemy backline. Glue trying to take the enemy's attention away, but Greed is gonna be taken down. He's got the ultimate. He's probably gonna not use it. Yeah, he's gonna use it. Catches the enemies. He's gonna pin them down, immobilize. And Kaja is going to be okay. He's okay. Executor gets another snipe on his face, but he's got the Berserker Fury, so he's going to do a lot of damage. Witch is able to secure the kill with a Mystic Injunction, and they're going to directly go for the Lord. Yeah, not a bad decision.
Not a bad trade at all. Riven is backed off now. It's only Ace, but it's too risky for Ace to even get close with Corey, Array, and Executor standing over there. Even one crowd control, and that Novaria is down. So they're going to give up this Lord for now. Novaria makes her way up top. No contest coming in, and they will have to defend the third Lord. Yeah, the third Lord this game,
Third Lord of the
and
match.
we have to really. I think at this point, Light and Ace have to pull it off. And so far, the strategy of making Greed like the damage soak was working, but Bruno is just too strong now because by the time Guni finishes her ult, that Phoebus disappears, which was not the case so far. Like they can't afford to use the sandbag strat anymore. They have to take a better coordinated team fight, and ideally they have to wait for Joseph to miss that jump.
Oh, dude, if they actually played it smart, which is, the first skill didn't actually land. If they played it smart, they could have actually caught in Joseph there, but no, that's not the case. 8 to 20, and we've got Light trying to make the, high ground defense. They're not going to go and defend the bot lane tier 2. It's not a good decision anyway because obviously the side of Team Muniya Club, they're far behind IGN. They've got a 6,000 gold lead ish. Yeah, 6,000 exactly. Oh, good snipe. But Joseph, he's going to be able to regenerate all of that lost HP just by taking minions. Well, not minions, the jungle.
Yup, the Lord marching down the top side. It is a significantly tanky Lord, quite enhanced. It's going to dive in any moment right now. They do hold the mid lane for now. Bot lane is being answered. The top cannot be defended. They cannot be denied their due. IGN finally cracks open this, sturdy wall that Muniya has been holding on to for so long. The Aegis has been exposed from one end. And the question is, do they have enough to do the job? But right now, Riven going in for the taunt chain, forced to use the bravest fighter. Corey will have to back off, uses up the bravest fighter. The CC immune keeps him alive from being taunted out completely. But while Light's attention was on top side, the bot inhibitor has been given away for nothing.
I mean, right now it's just like Trojan, warfare. The high walls have been broken through, and the side of Team Muniya Club, even though they might actually have like a lot of tanky frontliners and good defensive strategies, they're not able to actually keep up with all the damage that the side of Team IGN are dealing. And with Gord and Bruno up on their full builds, I think right now the side of Team IGN, they might actually have an overwhelming advantage. That beautiful immune to, the taunt, I think, that stun would have actually caught Glue, but Array uses the immune to his advantage, gets away from that situation, reveals the positioning of all the enemies, and now IGN have the advantage. They know where the enemies are at, so they can actually make their counterplay when however they want to. Corey Cutie. Oh, we've got Array getting chased down by the enemies. Okay, he's gonna be caught.
Okay, Doom over there. I think he's
Hard
just
play.
buying time so they guarantee the Lord. That
Oh,
has to be the. Oh, why would you make that play?
he
Why would
just
Ace
makes
do that?
He just makes the
Ace
play of
walk.
the century, bro. Okay, we've got a beautiful ultimate, the Appraiser's Wrath, but that's not gonna save you. Greed's gonna get the kill. Okay, Witch is gonna get the kill on Greed, and
What
Riven's
was
gonna be taken down.
that?
This is horrible. The side of Team Muniya Club, their high ground defense strategy is not gonna work anymore. The side of Team IGN just might be able to end the game with that within the next, I guess, 40 seconds ish.
Oh no, he caught him. He popped the winter crown. Will he survive? He will not. Witch gets the kill. And this is all she wrote for game one of the series. IGN takes that win 24 to Munia's 8. That last team fight left a lot to be, that was not a satisfying. We really expected a comeback from them. But
Yeah.
after that play, big misplay coming in by both the damage dealers, the both people you're relying on most, it had to be your Novaria and your Claude. Both of them could not deliver when it mattered the most. And surprisingly, when you have two inhibitors already exposed, why is your Fredrin trying to go and contest that retribution solo? Why is the rest of your team unable to kill a glue with two damage dealers in the late game? Chunking him down.
And hey,
That was just really big misplay.
they've even got a Claude, bro. And I would have not been surprised if Aureo was taken down, yeah. But he was just there, bro. He was just like, yeah, I'm here to stay. And he just lived through that. Witch getting the MVP, no surprise here. 21%, 21,000 damage taken. Lowest among the most, the rest, and I think damage dealt is significantly higher. Team fight participation too is absolutely crazy. He was almost there in every team fight of the early game. In late game too, he was actually that presence that you need to actually keep in check. But nobody could really take that guy under pressure. The guy was just always too far behind for them to catch. Muniya Club not getting that opportunity is it. I think that's actually kind of sad.
Yeah, Nova, with a hero that has that much spacing, getting caught out by a glue is just not it. And but despite that, Muniaka Club has dragged the game on to 22 minutes. It was close to the 23rd mark, which isn't bad at all considering you were 0-10 down in the first 5 minutes. So The fact that, IGN made a few mistakes, but Muniya did capitalize on them, but it was not enough to take them all the way through. They made the same mistakes that they did in the early game once again, and IGN was not willing to let go. The more patient team eventually does take home those points. The stats are there in front of you. Zero turtles or lords secured by them. Significantly higher stats for almost all the members of IGN. From the damage dealt to taken, dude. I mean, it's both.
Yeah. I mean, IGN, dude. There's a reason why these guys are known throughout the Mobile Legends community for being amazing players. And hey, which is that one guy that actually has a lot of outside India tournament experiences also. So I wouldn't be surprised with this guy actually just stomping through. But Muniaki Club, they left a lot for us to be desired. And I mean, they did have good high ground defense. That at least I could actually give credit for. But man, come on, bro. That last fight was just horrendous.
Oh, whoa, I nearly broke my chair. But yeah, I just leaned on it and it gave up on me. But yeah, it was the rich guy was executed. Definitely, the Bruno had all the space in the world to farm. He was getting buffs left and right. He was having a good time overall. Apart from like those random, traumatic snipes coming in from Ace, which really brought all of our hearts to a stop for a second. The carry was Ace. He had close to 100k damage dealt, but it just fell short. The wingman and the sandbag both is the glue. I mean, usually you have your mages, getting that assist, but this time Doom was like, no, I'm gonna take it all. I'm gonna get the shutdown too. I'm gonna end this game on my own. So while the MVP is definitely Witch without a doubt, the play of this match goes to Doom on that shutdown against four, against all odds.
Obviously, he's the unsung hero, dude. The guy is an absolute menace. Don't give him glue. Ban it out.
For sure. And with that, we are back, folks. No draft, no gap. I mean, we're not going on a break. We're here to entertain, and the players are here to perform and give it their all. But right now, IGN is the one with the first pick, and the question is, they already have match point. Can Muniya bring this game to a tiebreaker, or will this be the end of match one?
Look, tiebreakers, far into the future. We don't know if that's going to be possible for them to tie up, especially not against IGN. After that first game, obviously, there's this one level of, what do you call it? The momentum. Yeah, there is another word, but I'm not actually getting it right on the top of my head. So the momentum is significantly, siding towards IGN. They've got even the first pick now, so they could possibly take Zushin or something like that. Hey, Ray, don't glaze Zushin too much, just saying. But yeah, Zushin is possibly like, a good pick first, early on. But all in all, I think that, not possible. Zushin gets banned off. We've got Greed's, Phovius getting banned. I think he was sort of a big problem, but more rather Phovius is kind of like, that one hero that you can't really deal with unless you actually expend a lot of resources onto him.
Yeah, and IGN this time, they're going to be banning out that Phovius and the glue. Okay, they don't want to deal with the same suffering they put Muniya through. It's going to be the Flying Cloud map this time. So what will be the first pick? They do take out the Marcel. Not surprised at all. The last ban, I think, from their side, Muniya should probably be the Akai. You do not want to give the Akai up. Even though you're opening up, the Claude, you might be opening up the Atlas. I mean, it's a problem, right? Like, if you leave the Claude, XZ is going to have fun. You leave the Atlas, Doom is comfortable on it. You leave the Akai, you're giving too much space for Joseph to perform. So, yeah, it's just not a fun time to be on the second pick in the current patch. I mean, there's just too many good options that can, change the tempo around. And they give up the Akai. Freya was that big of a threat that the Akai is going to be up. Muniya has to forget about turtle fights, man. I mean, like near the river, fights near the river is just not it unless they have something like a Eve or a similar control made.
I don't think Eve, could actually deal with the Kaya. Well,
Farsa, maybe a Farsa, like if the timing is right, but it's too risky, too much pressure.
no, early game you need to actually burst him down because before he actually gets a significant boost in defense, I think that's when Akai is the most vulnerable. So getting something more bursty is actually the way to go. And later on, I think that burst could actually be targeted towards the enemy backliners. I think that would be a good strategy. It kind of works for me, but I mean, it might not work here because it's competitive. All in all, Muniya Club, they actually get themselves clawed again, and they actually get themselves the gourd this time around. I'm kind of on the fence here because I used to be the one that actually used to say the things like, Gourd is a very good hero, and people used to clown on me. And look at, okay, wait. Next, look now. There's a Gourd in the game. I'm gonna actually I just remembered that guy used to make fun of me. I'm just gonna text the guy.
After the game. But with that, Muniya has a very strong backline. They have a good source of damage. You have the Claude for fast engages. He can bail himself out pretty well. God itself is quite mobile, a versatile pick, and they're going to pair it off with the Fredrin. The taunts will be paving the way forward for the Mystic Gush. But on the other side, IGN has such a annoyingly engaged centric comp. You have the final slash with the R-Lord. You have the carry, who is genuinely, I think, the most annoying 1v1 hero to go against. It doesn't matter what hero you're playing, the carry is a menace. The carry is an absolute menace to play against. The sheer amount of burst she puts in at level 15 when she's full build, it doesn't matter if you have the Wind of Nature because she's going to kill you with her passive stacks. That's how annoying she is. She melts you through the passive. And the biggest counter to the Akai and this Arlord is now been taken away. So, what will Muniya do? They did ban out the Atlas. The Kaja has been taken out on the other end. Options in the roam are reducing. Ideally, either team would benefit a lot from a Matilda pick.
I mean, if you really want to go for the Matilda, I think yeah, you're right. It could actually work in both departments. I think both Muniya and IGN could actually benefit from the Matilda, but if at all you actually want the Matilda, I think Muniya would actually have the better advantage here with Matilda, but they will be losing up on that front line, especially with Gord and Claude being there. They definitely need something more frontliney. Oh, Sora gets picked onto their side, but Valentina's still open in the mid lane. I think that's not the best. Okay, Valentina's banned. Obviously, yeah, you won't do that if you don't ban Valentina. Sora gets picked. I don't think IGN could actually counter that pretty well. Because Arla is not a very, very good counter for Sora. He's more like a team fight initiator. And Arla does the same, but he's more like an instigator and then he just backs off. I think for now, at least, inside of Team Muniya Club, they've got a good draft this time around, but IGN, they've got a lot of counters to their whole strategy.
Oh, the Matilda. I really feel they could have picked up the Matilda instead of the Sora because the Sora was not going anywhere. The bans were done. They couldn't steal it for themselves either. There was no lane the Sora would have fit into. But by giving the Matilda to an Akai is madness. I mean, we already know how strong Fred and Matilda are because it gives Fred a space for him to dash out without getting stopped by hitting like 20 heroes on the way. But you're giving a flying heavy spin. I mean, we saw how annoying Matilda was when Barats was good. And even then, Matilda and Akai instantly were a perfect counter to the Barats at that point. When the Fred Barats, Karina jungle time, when everyone and their grandmother was spamming tank jungle, or even if it was an assassin, they would pick up tank builds. So yeah, it is risky. Oh my, whoa. Hilda.
I'm not a big fan of that pick.
I mean,
it could have been better.
It could. I mean, it's a good option, but the problem is it's so difficult to execute that option because now your main source of CC clump is only Sora. If Sora does not give you a good set, you're done. And the problem is when Sora gives you a set, he's gonna catch whoever is there in that comp. So Matilda is gonna bail the opponent out if he doesn't catch the Matilda. If he catches the Akai or Arlord, you're ending up, giving them a free set, a free heavy spin setup. Yeah. So I mean, instead of the Hilda, I would have probably even taken the Belleric at that point, man. The taunts would have probably been giving more value. I would have even. The Estus won't work either. Maybe the Kalia, but still risky.
No,
Any
no.
kind of engage has been ruined altogether. So, what viewers, what do you think, guys? I mean, I can't figure out the Hilda draft. What do you think was the reason behind Munia's Hilda pick? Let us know in the comments. We're checking it out. We'll compare your answers and we'll see if your strat, what you identified was very similar to what Monia had in mind. But with that being said, folks, we are in the land of dawn. These teams have begun, and instantly Joseph is running towards the jungle of his opponents. He has been spotted out by Greed, but realistically, there's not much that Greed can do to stop Joseph.
Actually, yeah, I agree. But something that's on my mind right now is I'm possibly waiting for this. Yeah, imagine Matilda actually using like guiding winds and then circling eagle, and then Akai using the heavy spin and then flying with the circling eagle. I've seen this happen with like Odets, but like with an Akai, that would be crazy, dude.
And that would be giving so much space for carry to actually fight. I mean, if done right, because if you use the heavy spin wrong, you're actually pushing them away from your Farsa's ult. But the
No, no, no.
amount of pressure that IGN has, man, IGN has so much total pressure with their draft. Literally anybody can start a zone by themselves from IGN's draft.
I agree, but you didn't get what I was trying to say. The gist of what I was trying to say was watch. Okay, before that, we've got possibly a fight. No, Sora taking a lot of damage. Greed forced to go back, use a regen spell. But what I was trying to say was, that those scenes when a circling eagle from Matilda and Odette's ultimate, Swan Song actually goes around the enemies and then spins around everybody. Imagine that, but Akai flying with Matilda in the circling eagle and then using the ultimate. That would be the most hilarious thing that I would see all day, possibly. If at all that happens, that would be hilarious. But again, back to the game. We've got Hilda getting taken out, forced the
Oh,
flicker out before the turtle even spawned. I think that's not the best course of action, but Zwei is going to use the bush to actually regenerate all of that HP. They don't have vision. Okay, they do have vision on the enemy. Riven, I think right
gonna
now.
get this.
Oh,
Who's
stun.
gonna get this? He does
The
get stun
punch
locked, but who's gonna get
flash.
the retribution? It's gonna be Joseph going in. There's the feathered airstrike. First blood picked up by Witch as Riven gets the response on Akari QT. The scoreboard is 1-1, but IGN slightly goes up ahead as they get the turtle for themselves. They're trying to steal away quite a bit of this jungle, and this is the problem when you're playing against the Akai. He farms way faster. He farms so much better with his passive. And despite Riven really, having low cooldowns, it's still not as efficient as the Akai.
Oh,
Oh,
heavy.
there's the heavy spin combo. Greed cannot move, and he's sent back to the base.
Oh, dude, that's a direct ticket back to the base. Matilda Airlines for the rescue, my friends. If you ever need a direct ticket back to your base or anywhere, any destination in the planet, just contact Matilda Airlines, just like you saw with Greed, going back to the base. But we've got the ultimate mission crash.
Ooh.
Force the flicker array, flies away. Just like that, you can save a lot of money with Matilda Airlines. Sorry, I should stop.
Hotel, Trivago, Airlines, Matilda. But right now, which will deny the steal? Riven did try to get that creep for himself. He is being completely denied the farm right now. It's not looking good for Muniya. The gold lead has, hit the 1K mark, but it's still not too bad. They could still turn this around the next turtle. But the main issue is not the Farsa, it's not the Akai. I feel the main problem that Muniya has to deal with is the Matilda because they can dive all these other heroes. Like Akai, you can still kind of bait out the Akai skill, but the dash has too low of a cooldown and it's too less and as equally important as a priority that you can't ignore it. Oh,
Absolutely.
there's a feathered airstrike, heavy spin coming in. Riven completely chained down. He also gets the second phase of the heavy spin onto Greed, locking him down. Zwei is being pushed back, and this is the problem when you do not have the space. This is the problem when your tank, your roamer, does not have the ability to really open up the map meaningfully against the lineup, that mid trio that IGN has drafted for themselves.
I agree. And hey, look at that. We've got Dwight getting forced to use the flicker. The final slash would have actually been a death sentence, but hey, in the end of the day, we've got the ultimate from the Sora. A beautiful headbutt to stop it in place, but Ace Degenerate gets the turtle. In all, I think that Witch getting the kill on Sora, agreed. I think that beautiful set actually distracted the enemy, IGN from taking the turtle, and Ace Degenerate took the advantage of that situation, got themselves the turtle. Look at that, a possible heavy spin. No, the taunt actually stops it. And oh, we've got Blazing Duet from Light, but Corey Cutie gets the kill on the enemy Hilda, so Y forced to go back. And I think right now Joseph is very low. What is that
Oh,
crazy movement, bro? Joseph just flies away. Corey Cutie getting a double kill. Light getting taken down might actually just give, an opening for Executor to actually get free farm. Oh, oh, oh. How are they still alive?
oh,
What kind of sorcery
oh
is
my
this?
God.
Greed
The
forced to
feather
actually
dash.
go
Oh
in.
no! Which
Okay.
does not land the feather air strikes over there. Appraiser's Wrath misses its target completely. Corey Cutie will be able to live, but is the answer secured? Yes, it is. He has to flicker out though to guarantee his life. But Muniya has only one kill on the scoreboard compared to the seven of IGN. Joseph is going to go back to his jungle, finally giving Riven a little bit of breathing space. But how long will that last?
Not very much, I think. The side of Team Maniaki Club that might actually just be looking at one crazy gank at the top lane. Greed getting pincered down. Okay, he's not going to get the heavy spin, but that shifting skies has been forced out. A very bad decision from the side of Team, Maniaki Club to actually just leave Greed alone there. For now, at least he's going to have a 28-second cooldown on the ultimate. Not getting a set. Okay, he will have the set ready for the turtle fight. That might actually not just be a problem. Okay.
Oh my god, there is a circling eagle zoning away light over there, and they have to give up
Retribution.
that turret as XZ is gonna pick up that turret for himself. They do try to go in for a re-engage, but the guiding wind is gonna keep his marksman
Oh,
safe. Heavy spin used up in the back line. The damage is not coming back in just yet. Corey Cutie goes back in. They will be taking down
Rich.
Riven. No space. But there's the blazing duet. Amazing immune. Amazing catch. Joseph gets the double kill. Perfectly used skill one to interrupt the blazing duet. And man, they purified too late. Light purified just a little too late, and that is all she wrote. It might have been the shutdown they needed, but now they're sieging down the mid lane. Feathered airstrike used up. Array in
Oh,
the back line, along with Joseph. He's using up the heavy spin. He is pushing all these members away. He has to
oh,
back
50
off, and now
guys.
Sora with a big set. Final slash used up defensively. There's the Mystic Gush. Somehow, all these members, Y and Greed, survive with a sliver of HP. But all that work only gets them one more kill on the scoreboard, and it's only the XP lane.
I mean, dude. Okay, well, we'll just give some highlights to Joseph's headbutts, which are absolutely amazing. It canceled out Claude's blazing duet. Okay, alright. He might be chased down. I don't think so. Zwei. He's trying to force a fight, but hey, this guiding winds guides them out of harm's way. Right now, Corey Cutie. Oh wait, what? Okay, he doesn't want anyone to take the horned lizard. He's kind of like, yeah, it's my teammates, bro. You don't touch this. But all in all, I think that headbutt from Joseph is absolutely crazy. He's able to cancel out the first turtle fights, Sora play. I think the shifting skies would actually catch him and then just like chain stun him. The headbutt there actually canceled it out. Greed didn't have any answer to that. And right now, also when we saw that Blazing Duet getting canceled, that's absolutely crazy. Akai is such a versatile hero, and this is why. Gold farming, look at that. Executor, highest farm, 6,200. Joseph's, right behind him with a 5,100 gold lead. I think right now the side of Team Muniya Club, they're far behind, but they're trying to funnel in some farm to Claude. He's going around here or there, trying to get the minions. And I think the side of Team Muniaki Club, they could actually get a little bit of advantage later on. But for now, at least, with that Farsa, breathing down their necks, I don't think the side of Team Muniaki Club have an option other than to actually just let the Turtles go to the side of Team IGN.
And looking at the items, the Claude is almost done with the Trinity. Does not have the corrosion just yet. He skipped the corrosion to get that early shred. Hilda has made the Radiant, but she is still getting poked down quite a bit. Fred only has his brute force so far. Is going for the Oracle next. Do you think? I don't know if that's sufficient to survive the damage that's being dealt by IGN, but at the same time, he can't go in for like a you know full antique either because the carry is something he has to look out for and respect from this side of IGN. But Muniya is still not doing too bad. I mean, time and time again, we know that they have the ability to perform. That's why they're here. But the issue
Oh,
is they keep. Oh no! This starts the cyclone. I pushes him into the buff. Otherwise, they might have collapsed Riven right now. XE pops the thumbs up onto his teammate, letting him know what the hell was up. But Joseph right now, who's going to get the retribution? It's going to be Joseph comfortably. So Greed goes in for the set, fails to catch anybody, and they back off for now. While Light is pushing these turrets away on the top side. He has to back off pretty soon because the Feathered Airstrike is coming any moment.
hey, it's not just Light, yeah? Light's not alone. He's got his pet monkey, Dexter, with him, so he could actually be, he could just use the BMI, the battle mirror image to escape. But look at that. Riven is trying to taunt the, enemy EXP laners into fighting. I think that's not the best course of action, but he's got all of his teammates right next to him. That Mystic Gush is crazy. Array gets caught, taking a lot of damage. Zwei gets the kill, but Ace Degenerate gets taken down by Witch. That guy is an absolute menace in the mid lane. Witch being a crazy, of presence to actually not avoid. All in all, Corey Cutie's still alive, and that's a lot of
Whoa,
damage. Blazing Duet, trying to take down one of the
whoa,
enemies.
that's a crazy time to pause.
You don't do this, brother.
Oh, oh, that's a very dangerous pause over there. But right now, looking at the fight, the Claude did just start the BMI. He used up the Blazing Duet. And I think last what we saw over there was. Wait, I'll have to. Okay, yeah. They were all pincering Corey and Eggsy over there. I mean, I think Eggsy just disconnected over there because he was just stuck standing. I think that was the issue uh, in the fight. He just stood there and he walked out of the turret on his own and he just stood there while they, collapsed onto him immediately. So we'll have to see what could be done about that.
Hey, man. I mean, IGN, they're doing pretty well.
Oh, he survives!
He survives. That's an absolute crazy flicker play here. At the side of Team Muniya Club, they just missed out on one of the biggest kills they could have gotten, at least on this point. Is why I think giving that vision is important, but losing your life is not. You don't know where the enemies are. You only know where Akai is. So for now, at least, the side of Team Muniya Club, they have the wolf breathing down their neck. They have to put all of their pressure into different lanes just so that they don't actually get, ratted out just like what Light did. But look at bot lane. We've got Zwei getting a lot of damage, Flicker being forced out, Executor getting the kill off camera, of course. Can we have a switch in? Riven is not that important. Yes, that's what we're talking about. They are taking that pressure and just like getting forced back. The side of Team Muniya Club, they've lost one more tower. And I think right now everything is equal. No, it's not. It's definitely not equal. The side of Team IGN, they've got one extra tower. Muniya Club, if they take down the bot lane tier 1, they would actually have the same number of towers that IGN have. But in terms of real estate, IGN, for now at least, have the slight lead. Muniya Club, they don't have that big of a difference to actually, catch up to. Oh, actually, they do. That's a 5,000 gold difference. 4,000 to 300 gold difference. But, it's alright.
Hmm. And IGN has consistently been lead.
Oh, Joseph.
MKC doesn't have that. Oh, okay, he got the turret. Okay, I got confused for a second. But Claude finally completes the Trinity, picks up the corrosion to wrap it up for his side. Now
Oh,
there's the heavy spin, and there is the feathered
that's a lot
airstrike.
of
Two
damage.
bodies down. Exif seals the deal along with Witch. They are absolutely balling out right now, but bodies are going to go in for recalls. Light has to make his way out. He knows members are coming in. He does not want to mess with them. And with that being said, Muniya is
Oh,
huge
shit,
set by
guys.
Greed. He gave a massive set, but the feathered airstrike right now, along with the heavy spin,
Circling Eagle.
nullified that engage altogether. And instead, it's gonna be the Hilda, Zwei on the Hilda who falls instead of any of the members of IGN who got caught.
Bro, the fact of the matter that IGN just chain stunned Hilda into oblivion, like you got heavy spin and then feathered airstrike doing so much damage, and then just the moment that Akai actually just left the scene when Zwei had a chance to escape, that's when Circling Eagle came up. Okay, we've got feathered airstrike again. And I think Riven, he knows that he can't really contest this. The side of Team IGN get the second Lord of the match. Is that the first Lord? The first Lord of the match to their name. Wait. Baldur, is it like the first or the second Lord? I'm confused.
It has to be the second Lord this time because the 13-minute mark. They did take one right after the third turtle.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, they only took two turtles, right? No, 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 they didn't. They took three turtles. Muniya did get one. So yeah.
Okay, so it's the second lord of the match, and well, I forgot the thing. Okay, never mind. We've got Gord and everyone getting caught off guard. They know where the enemies are. They're all, coagulating at the top side of the map. So for now, at least, the Lord might just connect in the bot lane. 12 minutes down, the Lord has no holy defense to actually be worried about. The top lane's getting pressured, and at the side of Team IGN, they're shifting their focus towards the top lane instead of the bot lane now. And that beautiful feather airstrike forces the enemies back, but they will still be able to defend the top lane tier 2. For now, at least, the side of Team Muniya Club, now they can actually just go ahead, after they've wasted a lot of resources, could go and counter the Lord, but they might just lose a mid lane tier 2.
Okay, this is going to be difficult because the heavy spin is online. There's a big set coming in by Greed. He's going to get the fight. Will he finally get the damage required? Yes, they get the shutdown onto which Blazing Duet in the back line. Exy nearly taken down. And this might just be it. Guiding Wind bails them out, but they still lost a very important body. Exy was almost down too. But with Witch taken out of the count, they get that breathing space. That's 30 seconds of time that they get to go and get some jungle, go and clear these lanes out, sink these waves a little bit. They've already lost the mid inhibitor, but they could do something about the side lanes, considering they don't have to deal with a surprise airstrike. And the heavy spin is a lot less scarier when the feathered airstrike is not nuking you from behind.
I agree, but look at that shifting skies used up. Okay, it does not catch. Side of Team IGN, they've
Oh, oh,
got a
oh
huge ambush ready.
no!
This beautiful heavy spin connected with that Witch's feather airstrike, giving Executor an opening to get the kill on Greed. Witch gets one kill,
Yeah,
and that final slash giving that opening
oh,
for them to get the kill on Light. They're gonna chase the enemies down. They've blocked out the escape. They're trying to pincer, but that beautiful stun from Gord actually. Okay, we've
it's
got
over.
another heavy spin. That fleeting time, bro. I did not expect that fleeting
It's
time to
over.
happen.
Dude, he popped the ult in a span of 10, 15 seconds. And with that, this is all she wrote for this series, folks. IGN, clean sweeps, Moniaka Club, the Akai, and the Matilda proved to be too much for their opponents to handle, despite
Yeah.
having a really good. I mean, while they were handling the heavy spin somewhat fine, the problem was every time God popped the Mystic Gush, every single time the Matilda would drop the Circling Eagle and knock him up to cancel out the ultimate. And without the Claude, the God's damage, Arlord was always waiting for Claude's dive in, so Light never got the space to come in until it was too late. And that's it. They just dismantled the draft systematically. Very, very comfortable win for IGN. Joseph was absolutely phenomenal with those heavy spins. Come on, man. I mean, it wasn't just catching two. He always had, even if he locked down only one person, the last second of his heavy spin always made sure that he interrupted the second guy and he got the kill there too. Like the
Absolutely,
heavy spin showed so much value in the right hands. No chance for Muniaga Club to really bounce back. The only time they had a good fight was once their mid inhibitor was down. But the same thing, they get a little too excited the second they smell a comeback brewing. We saw this last game too. They went into the red buff area, which is the worst place to be fighting an Akai because he has all the space in the world to pin his opponents down. And obviously, who else but him to take the MVP? 89% KP. He got almost no push in, but it doesn't matter because he has done the job, sealed the deal for IGN to get this clean sweep.
Oh man, and well, look at the build on the guy, dude. He's got rapid boots, which I can understand why. He's got the Franco-esque build, yeah. I mean, minus the sacred helmet, the guardian helmet. He has only one head. You don't need two helmets, but all in all, I think the guy was not just tanky. He was just too far away for Muniya Club to get the kill on, especially with the Matilda. Like you said, I think Muniya Club would have actually benefited from the Matilda even better than IGN, but they just denied it from Muniya Club and then just took it to their side under their wing. And well, pun intended, Matilda was the one thing that actually made a big, huge difference, but which is also someone that you can't really sleep on. That decision making on picking the Farsa against the Gord in itself is absolutely peak. It's phenomenal, bro. Gord is a hero that remains stationary throughout the duration of the Mystic Gush, and Farsa gets any number of free hits on the Gord, and just two of them is enough to take him down.
For sure, and the result is pretty much available on for all of us to see over here. I mean, IGN 2-0 Muniya Club, and this is setting the tone for the day one of this league stage. These are the very best teams, but even when the best teams compete, there is sometimes a gap. And right now, IGN has shown that Muniya Club needs to bounce back quick. They still have hope. The league stage is not concluded. There's still quite a few days of the league stage to go. But looking at the stats here, Rich Guy, XZ once again, this will not change. This time, Array is not going to be on this list. Sorry, he's not going to be taking up both the sandbag and the wingman. I mean, it's going to, the unfortunate role of the sandbag is going to be the Hilda because she has gone through absolute torture against that heavy spin and feather airstrike. Farsa with the most damage by far. He got all the hits in the world with Joseph's heavy spin, and the Matilda was coming in clutch whenever required. So yeah, IGN, dude. I mean, this is the first. I think this is the only person from Muniya Club who has got onto the, the stats, the accolades board, but it's not for the right reason. In these two games.
Really? Oh yeah, it definitely is. Yeah, you're right. It was just one person on the accolade board. But the saddest thing is, I would have actually liked to see Diggy against the Akai in that heavy CC lineup, kind of like Arlot and Akai. Them not having the opportunity to make a play, I think Diggy would have been much better than, Hilda. But hey, man, you can't really, put a pin on the past. You got to move forward. You got to make plays in the future tournaments, and I think Muniya Club have that opportunity. Not just the opportunity. They've got that, potential. So I would be looking forward to seeing some amazing, results from them later on. But for now, they won't be able to do anything further on down this tournament. They've gotten themselves a 2-0 loss, and IGN have taken the crown.
Well deserved. And with that, folks, this has been concluding the match one series from between these two teams. The next match coming up is going to be Shadow Esports versus Noctura. So don't go anywhere. This is going to be an insanely short break. We're just going to be back after a small break. Do like the stream. Do subscribe to War Drums Discord. Do join the server. Stay active there and keep letting us know what do you think about Mythic Showdown. We love the feedback. But with that, small break.
Boot up, pick a lane, one shot, take a place. Eyes up, hands locked in, no fear, let it spin. Countdown, feel that spark. We came here to leave a mark. Fast hands, shot mine, one more round on the climb. Hear that rush, feel it rise. All in now, no disguise. Stay with me, hold the line, hit the edge, cross the line. Go hard now, we don't back down, we don't back down. Take the crown, take the Boot up, pick a lane, one shot, take your place. Eyes up, hands locked in, no fear, let it spin. Countdown, feel that spark, we came here to leave a mark. Fast hands, shot mine, one more round on the climb. Hear that rush, feel it rise. All in now, no disguise. Stay with me, hold the line, hit the edge, cross the line. Go hard now, go hard now. We don't back down, we don't back down. Take the crown, make your move now, make it count now. Hear it calling from the dark. Rise again, rise again. I won't break here. I'll rise again. Feet hit hard on the floor, chrome rain on the door. Your eyes ain't one thing more. Come on, come on. Sit up in the dark of the room, hands up, cut through the bloom. I move like I know the tune, no fear, no fear. Boot up, pick your lane, one shot, take your place. Eyes up, hands locked in, no fear, let it spin. Countdown, feel that spark, we came here to leave a mark. Fast hands, sharp mind, one more round on the climb. Hear that rush, feel it rise. All in now, no disguise. Stay with me, hold that line. Hit the edge, cross the line. Go hard now, go hard now. We don't back down, we don't back down. Take the crown, make your move now, make it count now. We don't back down, we don't back down. Take the crown, make your move now, make it count now. Boot up, pick a lane, one shot, take your place. Eyes up, hands locked in, no fear, let it spin. Countdown, feel that spark, we came here to leave a mark. Fast hands, shot mine, one more round on the climb. Hear that rush, feel it rise. All in now, no disguise. Stay with me, hold the line, hit the edge, cross the line. Go hard now, go hard now. We don't back down, we don't back down. Take the crown,
And welcome back once again. It's not been too long, just a short gap, and we're back to the Mythic Showdown Season 3, Day 1 of the league stage. And this
Yep.
is Game 2. After a very interesting clean sweep coming in, a complete massacre by IGN against Muniya Club. This is match 2, best of 3. It's going to be Shadow Esports versus Noctura. So this is me, Baldo. I am gonna be still on the take casting desk for now, but joined with a fresh face, but a face you all know very well. It's Ash TZ.
Thank you so much for the introduction, Baldu. And right now, we'll be heading forward to the game. Before we go, I'll say you one thing here. Like Team Noctura Esports, they already have faced Team, Shadow Esports in the Swiss stage, and in that bracket, Shadow Esports managed to win with a 2-0. The game was totally dominated by Shadow Esports, I'll say. Me and Devi were casting, and I remember the way Lomsanga played the first game with the Guini, and then the second one by Fiole with that Jushin. I mean, totally awestruck moment for the casters, for the viewers, everybody. Like obviously, and Shadow Esports is right now one of the top contender for to get into the mark of top 4 and to get into the LAN of MS3. So yeah, this match will be a very hit up match, because if you're gonna talk about Noctura Esports, Baldu, then like Noctura Esports have some players, not some players, just one player who is actually the winner of the inaugural Mythic Showdown. That is the Season 1 Mythic Showdown. And he's none other than Serar Moon. Purple hairs, the name has changed, but the game is now kind of not the same like the way it was, but still, he is on to the mark. We're talking about the second jungler, that is Lomsanga from Shadow Esports. Nowadays, he is in a lot of talks because of his jungling, because of his skills, because of his decision making, the way he is putting the retribution in the 50-50 smite, the way he is having the micro sense to whom he should prioritize in a team fight, the backliner or the frontliner. So everything. That's what like conclude the decision making thing. So definitely, this game is like a old OG jungler, Serarno, who is actually younger in age, but going against Lomsanga, who is right now kind of in talk in each and every tournament. And you know what? Yesterday only, Team Shadow Esports, they won somewhere where they are going to Paris to watch out EWC, and they're getting sponsored by Godlike Esports for that. So yeah, they are kind of power up right now. They won a 4-0 final yesterday. So yeah, I'm definitely sure that they're going to show more and more caliber into this game. So do Noctura, because Noctura really keen onto the revenge arc. They defeated Aslia Bloom to get onto this league stage, Baldu. So now is there a chance to take the revenge of the Swiss stage, because they only went to play with Aslia Bloom because of Shadow Esports. They only went to that verge of elimination due to Shadow Esports. So now I'll say hisab barabar kar lo mere dosto.
Exactly. And like Ash has put it across, Serar Moon is no stranger to the Mythic Showdown. I think he's been here in the Mythic Showdown longer than I have at this point. Longer than we have. I think people have seen Serar Moon more than they've seen us. But yes, Serar Moon's gameplay has changed quite a bit. He was a lot more aggressive, preferred those assassins. He loved the Fanny, but the way the patch has changed, he has adapted, because a lot of the junglers that we saw in Season 1 of War Drums, they're not playing anymore, at least not on the competitive stage. There are very few junglers who have retained, adapted, and elevated their game. And like you mentioned, that Lomsanga right now, he is the hype right now with the way you mentioned. He's such a technical player. His retributions are always something to look at. His decision making is on point. We could say the same with Sarad Moon, but I feel like they play two different roles. The reason is that Sarad Moon likes to be the initiator for his team. Like, he kind of is the heartbeat of his team in a way, apart from their marksman. Whereas in terms of Lomsanga, he's gonna play according to whoever is the carry at that moment. He doesn't like to steal that limelight. So with the thing is that you're not taking too many risky plays. Whereas with what Noctura likes to do is that they go all in and they don't really leave much scope to disengage. We're not seeing that with Shadow Esports. They love those false engages. They like to bait out skills and then they go in for the dives, and that's what gets them the results. But with that being said, folks, we are into the drafting phase. Shadow Esports with the first pick. It is the Flying Cloud stage, and the Harith and the Phobias get taken out. Noctura immediately respond with the Goonie ban. Ideally, we're going to be seeing the Marcel, Freya, Paquito, Akai. I mean, these are the few bans that we see constantly right now.
Yesterday, the talk was about the utility jungler. Like Lomsanga don't use utility much. He was onto the greenie, but yesterday have seen him playing Bakshia, playing Pedrin in the grand finale. So he is opting those options as well. So now you cannot stop him by taking out the Fanny, taking out the Suyu in the draft. But you have to stop him by picking some counter strategy for him. And let's talk about the second carry of the team. The first carry is the jungler, and we know the second carry is the goal laner. Sanson and Fam both have a different playstyle, like properly different playstyle. If you see Sanson, he is kind of early game team oriented player. He will go for team fights in the early phase of the game. But Fam, on the other hand, he will look after his farm. I mean, not Fam looking after his farm, but obviously looking after his goal and item spike. Then only he contribute towards the team fight. This is the difference between two of them. So Fam is actually late game oriented marksman, whereas you can say Sanson is someone who loves to dominate into the early phase by taking out his team's help. So yeah, these two things are the contradictions of those two side laners. And apart from it, onto the tops, I mean onto the EXP, default is there against Meteor. So that will be another clash I'm going to see here. Last time when me and Devi were predicting that Meteor will have better chance against default managed to, smoke it out there. He said like, no bro, not today. He literally got a winning lane, not even single time, but double time against Meteor. Meteor went for the Lapu Lapu, he got chopped down by his Yuzong, and Meteor went for the Sora. He kind of had a lot more taunts with those Benedetta pick of default. So yeah, lane clearance, I mean, this guy is a very situational kind of player. He loves to fix this kind of heroes. But out of the picks right now, Akai, the Panda is here. So do the Grodd coming in out by Viole. From this side, we're going to see Fam out of the Claude as well as the Atlas. But I'm still skeptical about that ban out of the Harith. I mean, Sanson is a good Harith player. He loves to play it. I don't know why they banned it. Do you feel like they were afraid of the trade-off?
I guess they wanted to make sure that the Akai is open ideally, because they know that Noctura is not going to leave the Gunever open for them. We've seen how Lomsang has been annoying on the Goonie, and Shadow Esports loves to play around it. So maybe the point with the Harith ban was, if we take the Harith out, it gives us a lot more options in terms of what we play around. Because if they are banning out the Harith, they know for a fact that they could be dealing with a possible Marcel pick. And Marcel with a Harith is asking for trouble, man. Marcel with anything in general is asking for trouble, but they want to probably reduce the impact of a possible Marcel pick. And I'm quite surprised neither team has gone for that pick. Neither team is like, okay, we're going to take this Marcel out now. No, not a chance. The bans, though, immediately, since Noctura does have the Claude for themselves, they're going to be taking out all the viable gold laners. They take out this Moskov, and I think they might also be taking out the Beatrix, because that would be such a good combo with, Lomsanga and Viol right now.
And even the Marshall is likely open right now. So yeah, there is a chance that if the Beatrix comes in, they have a god already, but they might not gonna go for the Marshall, so because they already prioritized the Belric here. But as you mentioned about the Marshall thing, it's really catching off my mind right now. So yeah, but leaving out the Jushin, even having the first pick, like you had a chance to grab it because they went for the last pick of the first picking phase. So yeah. Do you want to go for the god? I mean, I know Viole is good with the Jushin. He's so good with the god, but still, I mean, let's see. I mean, this matchup is actually so great. Look at it. Viole versus Invoker. You got Meteor and Default there in EXP. You got Sanson and Fam into the goal. And then in the jungle, you got purple hairs like AKA Seramun and Lomsanga here. So obviously, like everybody is kind of, best in their roles. But now The bans coming in here in the second banning phase. We can see the Yuzong as well as the Harley being taken down here. So do the Arlot, because Arlot would have given a much more better sets with that Akai into the hand of Lomsanga. So really keen to see what will be the heroes getting prioritized into the EXP lane right now. Will it be the Sora? Will it be you know Lapu Lapu again from Mirio, because his comfort is around that Lapu Lapu. And if he's going for the Lapu Lapu, are we going to see the Benedetta into the hand of default? Is the Paquito, Yuzong, Arlord, this kind of picks up banned here. Even the Phobius. Freya is open though. Is Freya open?
No, Noctura, Alice.
No,
I
Freya is
don't
banned.
understand.
Yeah.
What is Noctura's obsession with the Alice? They love this pick. I see this every single time I cast for Noctura. They do pick up the Alice without they don't hesitate at all. They pick up the Alice. The Sora was still open. He could have also ideally, yeah, the Bene comes up immediately. I mean, you did mention that the Bene is going to pop up, especially because since all the mainstream gold laners have been taken out, realistically, you need someone to hit the backline, someone who can deal poke and can walk out, because most XP laners are kind of all in, all out. So that's not going to really happen. So they take up the Bene to fill the gap. They have the Clint to deal that significant instant burst with the Bene, and the God and the Akai will do the cleanup. And the Peleric is going to be for zone. On the other end, Noctura is going very heavy with the sets. They have the Fatal Links, they have the Blazing Duet, they have the Curse of Blood, and Zujin is there for the zone instead. And Yi Sun Shin is going to be the cleanup. He's going to be there for the cleanup. And I think ideally he's the only one who's going to be building the Sky Piercer. And same for Shadow Esports, it's going to be God on the other end. With that, the drafts are complete. And I think Shadow Esports is not that, while the draft looks really solid, Noctura's draft is a lot more stable in terms of how easy it is to execute. Because there's a lot of pressure. Because with the Bene, it's a very technical hero. You make a single mistake, even if you're playing perfectly throughout the game, one small throw could like make it a very expensive mistake for your team. So the Beleric has to be perfect on his Madra. He has been perfect so far throughout the tournament, but he has to once again show us exactly why he is talked about in one of, and he's given such so much praise when we talk about the top roamers. His name almost
Definitely.
inevitably comes up in the discussion. So with that being said, folks, we are in the land of Dawn, and these are the emblems coming in from the team. Bene is interestingly going in for a more stable build. She wants a lot more spell vamp to hold on in that lane against the Alice. She wants to make sure she can take poke without having to recall every other wave.
Definitely. And now Noctura Esports. Look at it. I mean, they're trying to get the early game invasion onto the blue bar, but they can't rely onto it because they do know there is a Beleric into the startup team Shadow Esports at this moment, and totally skeptical about this pick of Ishinshin here. Like in this economy, I know Ishinshin is a great hero. He works in each and every economy, but there is a skirmish going on into the mid side. There might be a first blood getting secured into the hand of Noctura Esports, but look at the sustain coming out from the Beleric. Default goes in, finds kill there. Madara falls down as well. Now eye for an eye. It might be a kill onto Invoker, but look at the stun. Oh. She somehow, Invoker, managed to escape there, but it's a 1-for-1. It's a EXP laner. No, sorry. Jungler for the, Roma. That's the question I'm going to ask Baldu. Like, bro, Ishin Shin, there is a Benedetta.
Yeah, I mean, it was a little confusing. Why would you be going in that aggressive when you do not have any damage just yet? Quite a confusing play coming in. But with that being said, this is the turtle that's going to come up. And I think so far, Shadow Esports, with that first kill they've taken down on, it's going to be a lot more comfortable for them to pick up this turtle. I don't think they should have any real contest.
Let's see what will be happening here. But for now, look at it. That is the fight going on. Mounting Shocker release. It will be a kill, but now Purple Haze in a very bad position will be taken down by Madara there. The heavy spin comes into the way. This is a chance. I believe Lemoner can't escape. And there you go. 2 trades on a single mark, and the total also goes to the Shadow Esports.
Comfortable start for Shadow, but Noctura is not far behind. The scoreboard is still pretty much even. It's too early to really say if Shadow has started the snowball because it's not too good, of a start for them. But on the other hand, it's a very expensive mistake coming in by Purple Haze. He's fallen twice on the Yi Sunshin. That's significantly slowing down his early game scaling.
Definitely. And now, okay, that's a good turn. That's a good zone coming out from Viola here. This is why I said, like, both the mid laners know how to play out the push shaking and all those things. Mountain Shocker release for the defense, gonna go for the invasion. That's the default with the electrified blow. Got the kill. Fatal Links comes into the way. Crimson Bacon from Invoker, but look at that. Madara gonna get down there with that. We're gonna see an eye for an eye coming in. Flicker baited. Default in a very bad position, might get taken out. He's getting the taunts. An eye for an eye again for the escape. Somehow managed to go back there. Every time you see a kill coming out in the hand of Noctura, it got replaced with another kill from Shadow Esports.
My God, it is a pretty solid start. But every single time Shadow Esports is having such a good engage, Noctura somehow manages to get something out of it. But it's still not looking good for them because you are trading a jungler for kills on their roamer. Madara would be happy to take that trade. Shadow Esports is going to be happy to take that trade 10 times out of 10 because you're stopping the Z Sun Shin from starting to get valuable. And the slower his stacks, the slower he makes his items, the damage is going to be almost non existent for Noctura until the Claude gets online.
Diego Brando, I mean, really going to see what kind of sets is getting prepared by Mirio in this game right now. Lemoner goes in there. Fatal Links not got connected, but now we're going to see the Wild White Dot. Lomsar get the total with the retribution. Crimson Bacon comes out of the way as well. Fam goes in there. Killing spree secure. Diego Brando falls down. And now Invoker, he's in a very bad position. Got caught behind with Viola striking in there. Invoker spotted into the air, straightly sent into the fountain of the red side, and now you're going to see the stuns coming in slowly. This is the possession we always talk about Shadow Esports into the early game. They try to possess the early game into their way, and then suddenly you see the incubation is happening from them into the mid phase and a finishing into the late game.
My God, what was that? Not a good look whatsoever. A very confusing play coming in from the side of Noctura there because the second the play by the Atlas did not work, your team can't afford to split up like that and take fights because you don't have the comp for that. Alice also missed the Curse of Blood. So yeah.
Definitely. Let's see. I mean, I'm going to tell you about that. The reason right now you are losing it out because our purple hair is going for that Ishinshin. You know there is a Benedetta already, and you went for the Ishinshin. Now, every time each and every team fight is happening, Default is kind of lurking around that Ishinshin. He's trying to torment it. He's trying to eliminate it down. And before you can do anything, you are poof. You're gone. You have no chance. But now, Mr. Ghost, look at it. Gonna go for the set. See. Creature being used, Fatlings comes into the way, but it will not be a much follow-up coming out from the team there. They're getting the mark here. Structure about to fall down from the bot side. Look at the damage coming out from Clint. Sansen is trying to knock out Invoker there, but that will be the defensive retaliation from the side of team NOC. But look at it, another structure into the mid falls down with the lane expansion happening here.
Okay, and right now, Noctura, they need to do something. They need to do it quick because this is going to be the third turtle that's going to fall into the hands of Lomsanga, and no one has really been able to give an answer to that rhetoric. There has been an effort coming in from the side of Lemonaire, but they both have not really been the best because the fact is that despite having no Purify, realistically, you should be having a much better performance on the Atlas. But the lack of sync and the lack of follow-up that's coming in, the importance of the heavy spin. But right as I spoke, there is the play. This is what we actually wanted to see from the members of your team Noctura, and finally Noctura fans are going to be seeing this team fight go into their favor. They get the kill on Sansin, but Purple Haze somehow falls to Madara.
Yep,
What?
those taunts were enough to take out Purple Haze there. But
Yo,
gladly, I'll say this fight.
what is Serar doing?
I can't say that. I mean, he thought he might gonna take it out, but look at the golden kill events timeline. You can see the way the first turtle fight just happened there, and then suddenly the goal got spiked again. But now it's falling down from the side of Shadow Esports due to, the reason is clear. It's because the fight they lost right now, and if it continues like this, then we might gonna see Noctura coming back to the game. And because I believe the overextension happened there, no need to go for that far. Like you got the turtle, you could have retaliated back, but no. Uh, I mean, Lomsanga went a little bit far away, and even you can see Sansin was off position. This is the thing with the Clint. You don't have the dashes. You just have that second skill, and then you have a flicker. If you vest it out, is he onto the flicker or purify? Yep, he's onto the flicker. So yep, you do have these two dashes, and flicker will have a cooldown of 120 seconds, while your second skill also having the 13 to 14 seconds cooldown. So yep, you are kind of vulnerable when these two things are not there with you. So that's the reason. And look at the amount of crowd control they have. Alice, Atlas, they even have the Jushin, even the Morning Shocker is kind of a cloud control kind of thing. So Fam really needs the Trinity right now if he wants to go for the attack. Atlas with the Sea Creature.
Okay, they are looking for something. Mystic Gush does get used up, zoning away this Alice as she loses quite a bit of HP, goes into that yellow zone, Diego Brando. But Lomsanga right now is juggling this Lord. He is going to reset it for now. The members of Shadow Esports are trying to find a better position to take this fight. They're waiting for the Mystic Gush to come off cooldown. It's not going to take too long. But as we speak, will there be an engage coming in for Noctura? Lemonair is hunting for them. He's looking for it, but he knows he needs to understand if he gets too close or goes too far away from his teammates, either he's going to get punished or there's not going to be any follow up. Because we saw that, right, Ash? Multiple times when Lemonair got a good catch. Oh, Belleric uses up the taunt, but is that the play to make? It was actually perfect because Lamsanga will lock this guy down. Invoker and team all quite low. They might get the kill onto default, but a perfect flicker coming by Invoker does get them the shutdown over there. But the Lord will still go over to Shadow Esports.
The reason is because they managed to take out Lemonair from the team fight and then extended. Look at Default's decision making at that point. Like he sacrificed himself there. The trade goes to the side of Noctura, but what happened? The macro, the neutral objective, that belongs to the side of Team Shadow Esports now. And look at the item section. Okay, you're gonna see that last with the Radiant Armor, Dominance Eyes. You build the Radiant Armor first, but no anti-kit. I mean, I believe the cleanse damage will get more and more vulnerable for your side. So, yep, you need to see out it, watch out it, or you can say whatever. But Claude, this is the thing I told you from the very beginning. Fam doesn't like to involve into the team fight in the early phase of the game. When he thinks he got the damage, when he thinks he got the items, he will deliberately come to the team fight. But if time goes up at that time, at that moment, I believe Fam will not do anything else. But now, structure after structure is getting secure from the side of Team Shadow Esports. Lord marching from the bot side. They're about to take down this mid tier 2 as well. Holy Shield is still there, so it's defendable. The Lord is defendable, Baldo.
Yup, they definitely can defend this Lord. The Holy Shield is still online. Most likely it's gonna fall in the next few seconds. The Lord's gonna crash any moment, and there it is. But not too dangerous. All Shadow wanted with this Lord was to just ensure they clear out the top side and all of these outer turrets, and they achieved that objective. Now they can freely secure this jungle as if it belongs to them in the first place. So right now, Lemonair, could he be looking for a set? Problem is Purple Haze does not have his ultimate on just late. So without vision on where these people are, it's too risky to be making a play. Because only Lomsanga is showing his vision on the map right now. Nobody else has been spotted out.
You're really keen to see what will happen if Media are gonna give a perfect setup with that Fatal Links. Like really, that will be the best setup you can ever think of. Throw the rain with the Fatal Links, and then comes the taunt from the Lantern player. If you really make it out somehow, then you might gonna give a wipeout, and that will be another shock. Because look at it. The first shock was before the first lot when they lose out that fight when Sansin, Lomsanga, as well as Default falls down. Now, if the same trends happen here before the second lot, then we're going to see some recuperation out of the goal because the goal lead is still concentrated towards 4K. It's not getting higher, it's not getting lower. But if Noctura somehow gets some fights into their favor, then they might gonna recuperate it down to zero. Who knows? Onto the top side, the Lord is going to, you know, comes out into the bot way. But now that's a fight
Oh.
again. Mountain Choker released before the Lord. And now you don't have the info. You don't have the vision. You just need that class to come into the pit to get the zone out from this Lord. But look at it. They're trying to do so. Flicker
Oh,
comes
a
in, comes
beautiful
into the
catch!
way for the ruin. That's the set we are talking about. But the heavy spins comes into the way as well. Violet goes down. Invoker chasing in. Slither of HP for the Clint here. Oh, shutdown happened. Invoker goes down. Double for Sanson. Limiter goes down as well. That might be a triple electro final blow. As laid down. The purple haze there, and now it might be a fourth trade coming out here with the killing spree to the hand of Sanson. Mirio, Diego Brando can't do anything at this moment, and just a single member is alive, and that is Fam. Fam, can you defend it? Fam, can you do something which is not expected by you right now? Heavy spin comes into the way. They're trying to corner him down. He used the blazing twin to clear out the minions there. Fam goes down. That's the resurrection happen. Invoker comes in. Somehow, Fams does it. Fam defended the high ground here. But now, do you believe, Baldu, they can contest this lot? Purple Haze can go for it. Can he go
No
for a
chance.
retribution fight?
No chance. I mean, the fact was that Noctura won the team fight near the Lord, but instead, the Zujin and Leminer both got really greedy to secure that kill onto Sanson over there. They dived in. Zujin did not get the catch immediately. She got stun locked and got shut down. And with that, she lost quite a few stacks. And they just left their backline. You know, they just left Mirio to defend all the other four by himself. Overall, I feel like Noctura keeps forgetting they do not have a bruiser comp. They have a team fight comp, and in a team fight comp, you sync together, you stick together. The Zujin needs space to perform. She can't just be leaving your Claude and Yi Sunshine constantly. Because so far, the pressure, the second Shadow Esports sees Serar, they're just diving him instead of Fam, which is why Fam has only had one death so far. And he's played a lot safer for sure in comparison to how Serar plays. But right now, Marder are looking for something.
Let's see, the Lord is going in, the deflected
Oh!
in, battle link, Lemonder, throw the ruin, comes on the way, blazing twin as well, not happening, shutdown happened to Sanson there, Invoker, bad position, electrified the blow, but it's still surviving,
Oh!
default with the killing spree, there you go, but somehow, Invoker, he sacrificed himself to make sure that his team gonna defend this Lord. All out turrets has been taken down here from the side of Team Shadow Esports. They were about to crack down that crown, that base, that high ground. But no, the answer was Invoker's taunts. Invoker's deflected the whole scene into his own way, and he somehow gave a chance to Noctura to make his comeback into this game so far. But Sanson, Baldu, he's getting down every time. He's getting marked. As a Clint user, like, what do you think? Like, Flick is not saving him up at this moment.
Yeah, I mean, the goal lead is still comfortably in the hand of Shadow Esports. The number is still a significant one unless it hits like the 25-minute mark, or maybe both these teams are at like close to 60k. Maybe then the value of that goal lead will reduce. But one thing won't change: neutral objectives. Not a single turret down for Shadow Esports, where only the Aegis is left standing for Noctura. That is a huge amount of lane pressure right now. What's happening? Oh,
Okay, another
default.
fright.
Oh,
Default.
wait, what?
But,
Off cam.
Oh no! Off cam
It's
kill
over.
just got to the hand of Sanson, and now Invoker falls down. That's why all is striking in there. They're chasing down, still the high ground. But now it will be a double. Battle Link's used, but it might be a triple. Immortality popped up there. Look at Viola's damage coming in, but somehow they managed to take out Madara, but doesn't matter. Lockdown happened. Crown popped whistle goes down. Victory goes into the hand of Team Shadow Esports. The way they ended last time in the Swiss stage, they continued it through the same phase, I'll say.
Shadow
Definitely. Like
Esports in complete control from the
the
start.
Dark
Like
Horses.
Ash mentioned, Shadow Esports got the win last time. The last time these teams met up, and once again for this best of three, they have set the tone for Noctura Esports. And great performance, Shadow Esports. Almost no mistakes from their end. Even when Noctura was trying to even out the trades, no, Shadow Esports always had one kill more, and even if they lost the trade in terms of numbers, their kills were more valuable compared to the ones that Noctura secured. As a
Yep.
team, Noctura Esports did not look like the Noctura that we know. The
Yep.
performance was there was a huge disconnect between the frontliners and the backline. The mage in general had no idea was she supposed to be with her backline to save them or follow the engage coming by by Lemonaire. So I feel like it was a very weird play coming in, but the MVP well deserved for Madara over there. This dude has been farming MVPs as the roamer. It's actually kind of insane that Lomsanga has less MVPs than his jungler than his roamer right now on the Belleric. 2, 4, and 12. He has more gold than the Zuzhan, man. He has more gold than the Zuzhan and Alice, which is kind of crazy. An 18-minute game, close to the 18-minute game. But default is
Bro,
has been
yep.
amazing too, dude. Like realistically, the way the Bene was playing, the way she took it so much aggro, these guys completely forgot about Fam in the last team fight because they were so absorbed by what Bene was doing, the way she was diving in, default, and he still survived. He went into 4, nearly got caught out, immune that, walked out, gave Sanson the space to go and collapse onto Claude. And that is all she wrote. Despite the scoreboard being a little even, this game was anything but. Look at the stats, dude, in terms of objectives 0, 0, and 0.
Bro, I'll tell you one thing, like it's not as a caster preview, but I'll say like it's not just we are watching a game, even teams are watching a game, so Fam needs to change his play style. He needs to adapt something else here because look at it. The same thing is happening every time I see this guy. Like sometimes he's on the winning side, sometimes he's on the defeat side. I don't know. It's the team call or it's the individual call, but it's happening. Fam not gonna get involved in any team fight, whereas Sanson is involving, and that's the reason he is on the rich guy, man. 729 gold. 63,000 damage from the carry. That is obviously default with the Benedetta trying to match up. Every time he was taken care of by Ole. I mean, Invoker. He was taking care of, you can say, Mirio. He was taking care of Purple Haze. And look at it. The sandbag also goes into the hand of Madara as the wingman to the taunts from the Belleric. But talking again about Fam here, like not involving into the team fight in the early phase of the game. After 10 minutes mark, when he get the farm, he involves, he gets some kills, I know, but then what? Then what? You're already outplayed. You're already, I mean, economically you are down. They are constantly making that goal lead into their favor. So now, even if you are full build, even if you have the farm, but your team doesn't have that farm, your team doesn't have the items. So yeah, I mean, you need to come forward when the team fights are going on. Like I really know, like you favor us to play safe like Kyle, but yep, somehow he needs to change it because somehow teams are getting knowing. I mean, they are also scouting you. They're also scouting your games, just like us. They also know what playstyle Fam is going to produce, what the way Fam is going to play. So yep, that's the reason I believe. And Sanson, look at him. Even into the Clint, he was getting down, but still he was all through the game. He was all through the team fights. I know it's a different style of heroes. Both are different style of heroes. Both are playing. Sanson is playing on Clint, whereas Fam is playing on Claude. But still, you need to get into the team fight in the first 10 minutes as well. Whenever whenever you're seeing there is an opening, there is a chance to barge in, you should go for it. You should try for it, I'll say. And Purple Haze, I'll ask Baldu. Baldu, is that Ishanshin pick reliable here?
I mean, Isan Shin, when I saw the draft, I did like what Noctura was cooking, but the problem is they executed that draft like they were playing with a Balmond. Because the way Yi Sunshin was diving in at level 3, level 4, first turtle in, the first person to go in that deep against an Akai Belleric comp is crazy. I mean, I get it that you have your iframes, you have the immune, you have the CC immune, you have
Mm.
mobility, you have two dashes, you have the ult to go in and go
Yep.
out. But the problem is you're not fighting against a Suyo where you can burst them down. It is
Mm.
a Belleric and Akai. And you don't get that much time because since they're two frontline tanks which are always playing together, you either
Mm.
burst both of them down immediately or you don't. It's
Yeah.
as simple as that. You have to take both of them down because if even one stays alive or both are at half HP, both will stay alive.
Mm.
Because you have given a draft where you've taken Yisanshin, but you are not taking a pick off comp after taking an Atlas. You have taken a Zujin instead of an Atlas. You have not gone for a Farsa, you're not gone for a Lunox. So you have to play together. You can't split up like how Noctura actually did. So in this match now, it's going to be Noctura this time. It's still the Flying Cloud. Noctura is going to be having the first pick. They take out the Guinevere and Atlas. The response from Shadow Esports is going to be the Matilda and the Freya. Last game, the Marcel was not taken out. So are we going to be seeing this again? I doubt so because it's since with both teams didn't want to pick up the Marcel, I think that they're just not too interested in it. The Eve is gonna be the response from Noctura, which is a little surprising. Coming in from Noctura, I expected it might be a God ban, but Shadow Esports is gonna stubbornly stick to the Harith ban. I mean, if it's working for you, do it, man. I mean, if you're getting the wins, there's no complaint. As simple as that.
Okay. That's the ban onto the Eve, Atlas, and Gwynny, but the Panda is still open. You went for the Paquito first pick here, Mirio. And that's a good pick, I'll say, because but the Chushin is open. Phobius is kind of open as well. So yeah, you ensured your pick with the Paquito, but there is a Phobius. We might gonna come up here. And if not the Phobius, they're gonna try the Freya. Okay, the Freya is banned, so they're gonna try the Panda. Yep. Look at it, Panda is here. I think Purple Haze should have gone for the Panda. But right now, he does have a chance to go for the Bakshia. He does have a chance to go for the Fedrin. He loves to pay the Bakshia, so yeah, he might gonna go for the Bakshia. What do you think? Bakshia and I believe a Claude again with the head of fan.
Um, Ideally, you could go for the Claude because you're playing against the Susan. From the side of Noctura, I would prefer the Claude. It is still one of the better performing lanes, but the carry is also open, and Noctura does like what the carry could bring to them because the carry, compared to the Moss Claude, is a better option against the Akai. Simply
Okay,
because
yeah.
the fact is that Akai can interrupt your Blazing Duet with a simple headbutt, which is like a 6-second CD, and that completely destroys your Claude. Whereas with the carry, you have the mobility, you have the burst, and it is a buff state. Her ult is a buff state. It's not a one-time thing. It's not a one-time skill cast. So with that, I guess it makes sense. And finally, I see Noctura adding burst damage to their comps with the Paquito and the carry because finally the Kaja, I mean, Lemonair has been giving sets since the tournament started, man. But Noctura has been kind of 50-50 with their draft. But the first three picks, at least this time, I'm liking it a lot. But on the other end, in terms of the second phase of the bans, realistically, they have to be addressing a possible Fred ban because you don't want too much frontline. Noctura needs a tanky frontline pick, and it has to be the Fred or the Bakshia. So
Bakshia.
if you take those two out, you're forcing them into Xborg picks and more awkward picks like
Lucas.
that.
Lucas.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Lucas against an Akai and Yuzong is like really risky, man. And the
Really
Zuzan. I
risky,
mean,
yeah, definitely. And Baldur, I mean, this is the same EXP picks which has been done in the Swiss stage against Noctura by default. He went on the first game with Benedetta and the second game with the Yuzong. So it's like the same thing he's doing but in a different stage. Previously it was Swiss stage, today it is League stage. And now you ban the Lilia here and the Fedrin. The Bakshia is open, so it might be the Bakshia pick from Saramun. But now last ban, will it be the high loss? There is already a Jushin into the hand of Viole. So will it be a high loss ban? Because Madara can go for the high loss. And there is a proper combination we always see high loss and Jushin thing. So are you going to ban the high loss or something else into that last ban? Alice, not Alice, but Khalid. Okay, Madara's comfort has been taken down here. But what do you think? Against Akaza, will the high loss gonna work, or you going to fear that carry and not going to take the high loss pick? What do you think?
I mean, since it's Flying Cloud, Hylos with Shadow Esports draft doesn't make too much sense because they already you're not gonna do anything immediately with the Zujin on a speed boost. Like maybe if you use it as a disengage comp, if the opponents were using a Belleric draft or Atlas or Guni, maybe it would make sense. But Hylos, I'm not too keen on Shadow Esports side. Even on Noctura's side, they already have an XP and a Roamer, so there's no scope for that pick even there. The Lilia ban that came in by Shadow Esports, I'm loving it, man. Whoever is drafting for Shadow Esports, I mean, shout out, like big shout out. Whoever it is who's drafting for Shadow
Kenzie.
Esports,
It's Kenzie.
they are doing.
It's Coach Kenzie. It's Coach Kenzie.
Yeah, that is it's a really well round. I mean, every time the second phase of the bans, like Shadow Esports draft, doesn't really make too much sense in the starting. The first three picks, it looks like very generic. But the second you see the second phase bans, it's like he predicts every single thing the opponent seems to do. And right now, Noctura has been forced into a very awkward position. They can't play the Valir here, and they have no choice but to play the Bakshir because you banned the Fred out. And that last pick over there, the coup for, oh my god, dude. Like, dude, this is an insane pick. You have completely nerfed the, Coach Gee over there. He has locked down the Paquito. The carry relies on dashes quite a bit. So if you get a good catch, the carry gets locked down. You're forcing her to play Purify now. Even if Kaja gets a good pick, you have to worry. If Valentina goes in too close, her dashes get locked down. Bakshi in general is not mobile. Wow. I mean, yeah, I think I'm glazing Shadow Esports a little too much, guys, but I really love the draft that Shadow Esports has put together. But the question is, if Noctura is really good with their pickoffs, we might see a different story.
Definitely. I'm really keen to see what will be the result with this kind of draft. Having a Kufra there, and as you mentioned about the Lilia ban, is totally onto the mark. Because look at it, like the scenario, if they would have having the carry and the Lilia together, I feel like that would be the best matchup for Noctura. They would have win it easily because Akai couldn't have done much here. Ladies and gentlemen, the Dan of Dawn is ready for the battle between these two dwellers. It's Noctura Esports versus Shadow Esports. Noctura yet to take their revenge onto Shadow Esports because they have already lost 2-0 in the Swiss stage against Shadow, and now they are in the deficit, 1-0 deficit. It's a match point game for Shadow Esports. If they win, they will add some points, 3 points into the bracket. Points double, and if they lose, then we're going to watch out a tiebreaker, a game decider, a match decider, a heaven's call, but already that is the scum is happening. Lomsonga get the first blood. Valentina, Invoker, no chance to even answer the taunts.
Yo, dude. Shadow Esports already off to a really, really good start. But right now, Purple Haze is going to be just taking his buffs. He needs to get his level 4 as soon as possible. He's going to reach that mark. He's going to dive in with the shield unity. Madara is quite low. He has to flicker out. Too risky for him to stay there otherwise. Big catch coming in by Viol, but she's not going to have the mana as a Zujin in the early game.
Definitely. Before the first turtle arrive, you already have 1 kill into your pocket. Now you might gonna easily take the turtle down there, but look at the damage. Oh, just 2 hits away. Beautiful escape happened there, but it cost nothing. He doesn't even use the flicker. I thought like he might gonna go for the flicker. It's just the BMI there. But this time, look at it. Shadow Esports are really into this turtle retribution. Let's see. Lomsanga will be the one getting the retreat into his hand. Gonna go for the heavy spin. Now they're cornering down Purple Haze. Slither of HP. Gonna take him down as well with the turtle. This is why I said you. This is not the Serrar we see. He's losing out the retreat battles even.
Yeah, I mean, that is so rare to see from Serra right now. But looking at the pressure that they're putting in, I think Madra bit off a little more than he can chew. He's going to be taken down there, overextend. We've seen Madra every time he gets a tanky pick that can give you sets. This guy forgets that his HP pool is not. He's not immortal. He's not invincible. He's not on Wind of Nature. He has to forget. He keeps forgetting that. It's not the late game yet, but still, a lot of value coming in from the Kufra pick so far. There it is once again.
Once again, going for the skirmish, but this time somehow
He baits a
with the
heavy
heavy
spin, man,
spins.
with one
Yeah,
S1.
that's the reason. Like heavy spin is really needed at that point to get out from the situation. So that's why he take it out there. It's fine. 2-for-1. The score is. It's just get your hand onto Madara's Kufra. But now let's see what will be happening before the total. And this is discipline you are watching right now from Shadow Esports. They took the leverage from Noctura on the first turtle, and now they'll play safe till the second turtle arrives. Items, but before that, a little bit of skirmish, taunts happening as well. Might be the flicker, divine judgment. That will be the suppression. We're gonna see the Crimson Baker with the heavy spins coming in, pin down. But look at that taunt with the tortoise positions getting baited as well.
Oh, God. Despite the kills not being too much on the scoreboard, I mean, it's pretty early into the game. You can see the pressure that Noctura constantly is on because the thing is, Shadow Esports can afford to make mistakes. And the only reason Noctura has a kill is from Shadow Esports mistakes, where it's a lot more expensive for these guys. Because right now, oh, default, I'm surprised he continued to stay in that fight. But he's going to heal up completely from that passive, the Shah residue, healing him up completely. Once more, there's a dive. They will dive onto this Paquito. He is stun locked. Can he escape? And I think the answer to that is no.
Diego Brando goes down there. Turtle's potions used. It defaults. Take him out there. And now you have an easy chance to go for the turtle because they don't have the EXP laner around. Oh, Mike gonna see a 50-50 smite here into this turtle as well. Purple Haze. Can he go for the retribution onto the mark? He does have it right now, and he's going for it. Heavy spins, and this will be Lomsanga again with the beautiful retribution. Crimson Bacon use a little bit ahead of the mark. Got off guard there, and this will be Fam clearing it out. And I love the way Fam engages right now, not relying on his full build or damage spike. He's coming forward to the team fights. I'm happy with that thing.
Yo, definitely. This dude is absolutely balling out right now. He is having the best time of his life.
Now, gonna get Lomsanga out here. Deleted him down. Madara flicker comes in. Fam gonna get the double. Now it says Invoker's final blow onto Madara there. This will be the 2 kills. Get accumulated BMI for the defense. Goes back there. Minion Swift's about to crash in. I believe he will sacrifice this structure 1 onto the outer. I mean, definitely a good choice to do it. But Fam, he's getting the spike, bro. He's getting the spike. He's engaging into the team fights before the 10 minutes mark. So, yeah, something is going to change in this game for sure. But before that, look at the damage. Paquita goes in for the engage. And he somehow managed to burst out 70% of the health of a default.
Yo, man, this is. I mean, the score is that's the part. I mean, the scoreboard is not telling you the true story about how much pressure these teams are under. Noct is still ahead, which is great. I mean, the fact that Noctura is able to hold on, but right now there's another engage coming in. Will the Zuzhan catch them out on time? Yes, they do. Madara does dive in. Heavy spin used up. Purple Haze completely locked down. Shadow will be doing it right now. Diego Brando does get the response onto Madara, so Noctura still stay ahead, keeping the goal lead in their favor. But dude, Purple Haze there, he is being punished once again on this Baksha. But what's happening right now, Ash?
Blazing to it, comes to the wave, Fam falls down, defaults mark in there, and this will be the end. They're about to crash into the tier, but look at that! It will be the engage coming out from Diego Brando. Diego Brando couldn't get any casualties there, goes back immediately, and now the third turtle burst into the Land of Dawn. It might be Lomsanga again, or we might gonna see a retribution battle from Purple Haze. He might gonna come here for the contest, but at the same time, he'll get a lot of turns. And look at it. He's not interested, I believe. Oh, roller coaster ride gonna come in there. Okay, he's interested now, but he's getting stunned there. He can't even approach the pit of the turtle. How he gonna contest, man? He can't even go there.
My God. Overall, complete domination coming in. Oh, there's a set coming in from Fam. Perfectly executed. Shadow Esports will crumble right now. Two bodies they lose to their opponents as the blue team now is finally they get a catch onto Purple Haze. This is something that they get to even out. And Ash, right now it looks like the previous. Oh, no, no, no. What is happening? They
Okay,
dove
there is a
onto
set.
Sanson and they made
Hmm.
a misplay as Mirio falls. Zujin is looking for some more. Will she get the kill onto Lemonaire? The answer to that is no. I was just going to say this looks like the same situation that Noctura was in last game, where they were getting kills, but it was not optimal kills, right? But
Yep.
now I was just about before I finished that sentence, they evened the scoreboard
They even the
and took the
scoreboard and
goal lead.
the goal lead as well. Yep. So now it's even. It's even from both the sides, and you can see sometime you see there's a spike into the hand of Noctura. There is a spike into the hand of Shadow. That's what happening throughout the game right now. But into the objective, it's all Shadow Esports. They're not even giving a chance to Purple Haze to even contest it out, to even reach the pit. So that's what I see. But now he's not aware of it. BMI for the defense goes back there. Tico Branda was about to catch him up. That will be the miss. And Blazing to it comes to the way. Battling out, ruffling it out, but no, not going to get it. It's Madara's miss. If Madara would have connected it properly, I mean, he thought he's in the bush, but yeah.
Very close situation over there. But right now, the team's still very even, and I think the first answer that we'll get to who has the advantage will be at that Lord. But there's a set coming in.
That's the set coming in. Killing spree onto the Violet. Carry goes in there. Fam with the light will. And that will be it. Just one trade into your hand, but this trade will give you a big set here because there will be no, you know, Viola into the Lord, and this will be the easy Lord being taken out by the side of team Noctura Esports, and now they're trying to take out the mid tier 1 as well. I'll say, like, yep, taking out a 5 before the Lord, claiming a kill there, and getting the Lord was the right choice for the side of team Noctura, and they did it.
Hmm. But right now, with this is looking good for Shadow Esports. It's not looking good for Shadow Esports actually because they will have to be dealing with this Lord marching in. And with the Lord marching in, they're guaranteed at least one turret unless Noctura really messes up their rotation. But you see bodies right now going, they're splitting up their members evenly to handle each wave. They're going to abandon the bot side, but they also have to give up the top side because of the pressure of that Lord. Mid tier 3 will also fall, finally giving them space. This might just be the play. They try to get Purple Haze and push him into the turret. That's not, they're not going to succeed in doing that. Default goes back in to look for something, will not get the opportunity that he's seeking. He backs off for now. A lot of skills used up and nothing too much on the scoreboard.
Sanson has not been touched a single time yet, and this is the thing, like, I'm going to talk Fam versus Sanson. If you take out Fam from the team fight, there might be Shadow taking on the game there. And if the vice versa is happening, then we're going to see Noctura taking on the game as well. It's Shadow's game. They're trying to accumulate the late game this time. They're not trying to go for the early game's aggressive approach. But look at it. Okay, almost he's out of the mark. Trinity completed. Now he's going for, you know, the fourth one. Same goes for the carry as well. Look at it. Like Dominant to Sword. There is a Crimson Sky. Then now the carriers might be. Already have the Fury Hammer. What do you think? What she is going to build? Hunter Strike? Is it a Hunter Strike or a Malefic Gun?
It makes sense to play the hunter, but Malefic Gun would keep giving the carry a lot more space to play around. And
Yep.
since the opponents are quite tanky, I would prefer that range because I don't think any of us want to get close to an Akai or Madara on that carry. On the Kufra, because we know they will lock this guy down, and he's not on a purify to, afford to make such a mistake. And yep, there's a malefic gun that's wrapped up by him.
Hmm. I mean, yep, you need the range, as you mentioned, with the carry, so that's what you need here. And now he will be going for the fifth one. Yet Sanson is kind of having that goal deficit if you're going to compare it individually with Fam here. And that's the reason, because Fam this time he plays so well with the team fights, divine judgment, suppression, heavy spin for the defense, goes back there, and now you have a chance to contest a lot. But look at default as well as Viole with the chase here coming in. BMI blazing to it here. Sanson goes in. Invoker falls down. There might be a double. Levener goes down as well. Slid happen on the Lam Sanga's clear of HP. Default will be a double. As well as Bandara getting down here. Just the two of the members. Double secure. Diego Brando. Mirio goes down as well. This will be an even trade from both these sides. A 3-for-3. And look at the light will damage coming in here. But shut down. Fam onto the face by none other than Viole. And now Purple Haze is the only member surviving with a retribution in his hand. But the Lord, are we going to see the contest from Sanson? Let's see. A big tip is being coming out from Shadow Esports though, but Purple Haze is away from the Lord. He knows the damage will be higher, but he can go in there with the roller coaster, right? Look at it. He's here. He's here. Retribution. He's here as well. Sanga.
Okay, they're gonna have to back off for now. Noctura and its members, they're getting zoned out very heavily. The damage from the Zuzhan is a little too hot to handle. Sanson picks up the Lord, and they will go back to defend the base while waiting for this Lord to march down. And I think the Lord is going to be marching down the mid lane because the mid got poked a little more. And since it was on such short notice, they didn't really get time to, really sync up their waves. And this is a big problem because the Lord is not going to be as effective as they wanted it to be. But right now, Lord coming down the mid lane, goal lead very slightly in favor. This game is still very, very even. There's not too much of a difference. Sanson gets the turret, starts cleaning up the top side. The mid side is getting pressured out. They'll hold on to the mid lane for now, but the top has been sieged. It's only the inhibitors left standing on the top lane.
Fam's damage is right now scaling up and up. Just immediately banish that Lord with that damage coming out from him. So the damage output, if you will count it down there, I believe Fam is having more than Sanson. But the main thing is who is sustaining more. Like, whose tank is sustaining more here? Madara with the Kufra giving out the sets. Sodu is seeing the suppression coming out from the Kaja, but the Kaja is kind of a squishy if you're going to compare it with the Kufra. And now there is a fight coming in. Skirmish is happening. We're going to see Viola engaging as well. Black Dragon emerges. Lemoner goes down. Sanson strikes in. A lot of damage with the light bill coming in. Fam got the kill there. Heavy spin for the defense by Invoker. And now Diego Brando is getting taunted. He's getting chased down there, and he will be taken down by Viole. Mega kill secured. 2-man down with just one given into the hand of Team Noctura. And a structure got fallen down onto the bot side with the minions marching in there. Infiltration not yet happened to the base though. The window is not open though, but the minions marching in. They do have the carry into their hand. They're gonna clear it down, but they're backing off. And this will be the opening of the Nexus. The window is open already. We're going to see the Lord about to burst in 50 seconds. Do you think, Baldu, we're going to see a proper contest, or they will be backing off again because goal lead is getting higher and higher? I know it's not going to affect them because they have already the items built up for them. But at least, it's somewhat having a little bit of action there. Suppression.
They have to back off for now. They have to back off, but there's the fight coming in once again. The Black Dragon is going to be used up, trying to zone the members away. And looking at what these teams will have to do, both these teams are really struggling to find a space because both these sides have so much crowd control, so much potential to turn this game around. And right now, at this point, the mage, Invoker's ult, whichever ult he's copying, it's not going to be used for sets. At this point, it's simply there to make sure that that's it's a tactical nuke at this point, that I also have the same amount of crowd control. We also have a heavy spin. That is why Shadow Esports is hesitating to go in for the plays. But right now, as we speak, Madra over there is getting poked out quite a bit. Oh, the Kaja is quite low. Heavy spin comes in. This might just be the play. And no, once again, no place to really engage. And you see, Invoker does not use his ult. He's still holding on. I don't think he got to copy the Akai just yet, but I think he should be doing that pretty soon.
I think
Nope, they give away the
Invoker
Lord.
did that. Yeah, they give away the Lord default. He's going for the engage here. We're gonna see Sansin. The damage BMI comes in, goes back. That's a good decision. You got the Lord. Now you will be marching it with the mid lane, into the mid lane and the minions. Okay, the sync is so poor. Sync is not so good. So I believe this Lord will get defended, but maybe they're gonna get one or all the inhibitors. Not sure about it though. One at least. Okay, that's the stun coming in with a heavy spin car, pinned him into the wall.
Madra.
That's a beautiful
Oh, he gets
setup,
pushed
but he
away.
somehow pushed away there. That's a beauty here. The Lord got defended, but as I told you, I think one inhibitor and it might be happening. Default goes in there with a Black Dragon Retribution popped up as well. A lot of damage with the light will by Fam here. You're gonna see the immortality popped out there. Fam striking in, gonna get the slain onto Madara. He might gonna go for a double here, but look at the damage coming in with the default, marching in with a double petrify combo. Also, we'll see out of purple haze. We're gonna see that heavy spin getting taunted out. The minions are not so heavy here. But on the top side, some minions are marching in. That could be the end. If they lock it down to the base, that could be the end. But look at Fam giving out it all there, clearing out the minion wave. Scription Bacon taunting it out with the lantern flare motion. Gets secure onto Diego Brando. This will be the end. Sansin trying it though, but it will be Fam going down. Double onto Lemonade, and this will be the end of the saga because it will be another 2-0 from Swiss stage to the league stage. The domination will stay strong from the side of Team Shadow Esports onto Noctura. And this will be the first victory for Shadow into the league stage with a defeat on the hand of Noctura. That too, a 2-0 clean sweep.
What a game, and what a throw at the same time. I mean, it really looked like Noctura had control of this match. From almost, they always seemed like they had that slight edge over Shadow Esports, but at the end, it's like they just lost the plot, and it's a 2-0 clean sweep because this performance here was the closest one they've had so far. But if they gave them the backup in time, it was too late. The backup that this guy was supposed to get, Lemonade is doing it time and time again for them. But the follow up that's supposed to come from the rest of Noctura Esports has been severely lacking, and that's gonna give Shadow Esports the win. And the MVP heads over to Sansin. This dude was not taken down once. You have three players. You have the Baksha, you have the Paquito, you have a Valentina who can copy all sorts of ults, and you have a carry. Nothing could reach this man. This dude was untouched, basically. That is the craziest part because you got so many kills on Madara, but realistically, you didn't get enough on the rest of these guys, especially the one who mattered the most. It was the Claude, and he gets the MVP for you.
Yep.
Does not fail to deliver. And you can't really put any blame on Fam because I think he has
Really,
done
obviously.
his job more than enough.
Yep.
Because if he didn't play the Flicker, he would struggle a lot more. He couldn't afford to take the Purify. Good effort by Fam. Even this time, I think Purple Haze was not doing a bad job. I mean, as a Bakshia, he dropped down the Tortoise Poisons, made sure the anti-heal was proccing. It just was I won't say individually anyone from Noctura was playing worse. It's just that as a team, they did not meet the standard required that Shadow Esports did eventually demonstrate.
I think the follow-ups. The follow-ups in the late phase was literally a problem. Even with the Diego Brando there, like Emilio. Emilio could have done a little bit better with that Paquito, but it's okay, it's fine. You didn't have your day today, but what can I say? Well played, Team Noctura Esports. This time I'll say no error. It's just the timings and the follow-ups, which lead to a defeat for your side. Rich guy,
Oh, God.
Sansin, carry, goes to Fam. Of course, this guy did a lot in this game. He
I thought
eventually comes
I got
forward.
confused with the jerseys. I'm like, wait, how did all four players how did they get every single thing? I mean, that's not possible. Yeah,
But it
because they
happened
have
last
this
time
very
though.
similar looking jersey over there. Like I got confused for a bit.
Yeah.
But yeah. Sanson, who is gonna pick up the rich guy. Fam
Hmm.
dealt a lot of damage. I think we've seen that
Definitely.
because that dude nuked them absolutely. Purple Hairs did take the most damage. So look, on all the stats, you had member except for the guy with the most gold, that was Claude because he didn't die. He
Well,
got the
yeah.
time to farm.
Hmm.
Every other major achievement was picked up, accolades were picked up by Noctura, but they still fell short of getting the most important one of them all, which is
Yep.
victory. So with
Even
that,
the
Hmm.
Baldu, even the sync was bad that time. I even predict like at least one inhibitor, but I don't know how they managed to literally take out the whole base there. Really.
Yeah, it was a little off. They took the fight at the mid inhibitor rather than letting it come into the ages. And
Yeah.
with that being said, folks, this has been all she wrote from the second BO3. It's been two clean sweeps so far. IGN has swept Muniya, and now Shadow Esports has swept Noctura. With that, we have the next crazy game coming up after a short break. Don't go anywhere. It's gonna be Godlike versus CRQ Prime facing off in a best of three. So do let us know who are your votes for who's gonna take that win, who's gonna be the MVP, and let us know in the comments. Just keep talking to us. Share the stream, like the stream, join our social media. And with that, this is Baldo and Ash signing off for now.
Boot up, pick a lane, one shot, take a place. Eyes up, hands locked in, no fear. Let it spin. Countdown, feel that spark. We came here to leave a mark. Fast hands, shot mine. One more round on the climb. Hear the rush, feel it rise. All in now, no disguise. Stay with me, hold the line. Hit the edge, crossing lines. Go hard now, go hard now. We don't back down, we don't back down. Take the crown, take the crown. Make your move now, make it count now. Hear it calling from the dark. Rise again, rise again. I won't break here. I'll rise again. Feet hit hard on the floor, chrome rain on the door. Your eyes ain't one thing more. Come on, come on. Speed up in the dark of the room. Hands up, cut through the bloom. I move like I know the tune. No fear, no fear. Boot up, pick a lane. One shot, take a place. Eyes up, hands locked in. No fear, let it spin. Countdown, feel that spark. We came here to leave a mark. Fast hands, sharp mind. One more round on the climb. Hear that rush, feel it rise. All in now, no disguise. Stay with me, hold that line. Hit the edge, cross the line. Boot up, pick a lane, one shot, take your place. Eyes up, hands locked in, no fear, let it spin. Countdown, feel that spark. We came here to leave a mark. Fast hands, shot mine, one more round on the climb. Hear that rush, feel it rise. All in now, no disguise. Stay with me, hold the line, hit the edge, crossing line. Go hard now, go hard now. We don't back down, we don't back down. Take the crown, make your move now, make it count now. Hear it calling from the dark. Rise again, rise again. I won't break here. I'll rise again. Feet hit hard on the floor, chrome rain on the door. Your eyes ain't one thing more. Come on, come on. Sit up in the dark of the room, hands up, cut through the bloom. I move like I know the tune, no fear, no fear. Boot up, pick your lane, one shot, take your place. Eyes up, hands locked in, no fear, let it spin. Countdown, feel that spark. We came here to leave a mark. Fast hands, sharp mind, one more round on the climb. Hear that rush, feel it rise. All in now, no disguise. Stay with me, hold that line. Hit the edge, cross the line. Go hard now, go hard now. We don't back down, we don't back down. Take the crown, make your move now, make it count now. We don't back down, we don't back down. Take the crown, make your move now, make it count now. Boot up, pick a lane, one shot, take your place. Eyes up, hands locked in, no fear, let it spin. Countdown, feel that spark. We came here to leave a mark. Fast hands, shot mine, one more round on the climb. Hear that rush, feel it rise. All in now, no disguise. Stay with me, hold the line, hit the edge, crossing line. Go hard now, go hard now. We don't back down, we don't back down. Take the crown, Boot up, pick a lane, one shot, take a place. Eyes up, hands locked in, no fear, let it spin. Countdown, feel that spark. We came here to leave a mark. Fast hands, shot mine, one more round on the climb. Hear that rush, feel it rise. All in now, no disguise. Stay with me, hold the line, hit the edge, crossing line. Go hard now, go hard now. We don't back down, we don't back down. Take the crown, make your move now, make it count now. Hear it calling from the dark. Rise again, rise again. I won't break here. I'll rise again. Feet hit hard on the floor, chrome rain on the door. Your eyes ain't one thing more. Come on, come on. Sit up in the dark of the room, hands up, cut through the bloom. I move like I know the tune, no fear, no fear. Boot up, pick your lane, one shot, take a place. Eyes up, hands locked in, no fear, let it spin. Countdown, feel that spark. We came here to leave a mark. Fast hands, sharp mind, one more round on the climb. Hear that rush, feel it rise. All in now, no disguise. Stay with me, hold that line. Hit the edge, cross the line. Go hard now, go hard now. We don't back down, we don't back down. Take the crown, make your move now, make it count now. We don't back down, we don't back down. Take the crown, make your move now, make it count now. Boot up, pick a lane, one shot, take a place. Eyes up, hands locked in, no fear, let it spin. Countdown, feel that spark. We came here to leave a mark. Fast hands, shot mine, one more round on the climb. Hear that rush, feel it rise. All in now, no disguise. Stay with me, hold the line, hit the edge, crossing line. Go hard now, go hard now. We don't back down, we don't back down. Take the crown, hit the edge, cross the line. Go hard now, go hard now. We don't back down, we don't back down. Take the crown, make your move now, make it count now. We don't back down, we don't back down. Take the crown, make your move now, make it count now. Boot up, pick a lane, one shot, take your place. Eyes up, hands locked in, no fear, let it spin. Countdown, feel that spark, we came here to leave a mark. Fast hands, shot mine, one more round on the climb. Hear that rush, feel it rise. All in now, no disguise. Stay with me, hold the line, hit the edge, cross the line. Go hard now, go hard now. We don't back down, we don't back down. Take the crown, make your move now, make it count now. Hear it calling from the dark. Rise again, rise again. I won't break here. I'll rise again. Feet hit hard on the floor, chrome rain on the door. Your eyes ain't one thing more. Come on, come on. Sit up in the dark of the room, hands up, cut through the bloom. I move like I know the tune, no fear, no fear. Boot up, pick your lane, one shot, take your place. Eyes up, hands locked in, no fear, let it spin. Countdown, feel that spark, we came here to leave a mark. Fast hands, sharp mind, one more round on the climb. Hear that rush, feel it rise. All in now, no disguise. Stay with me, hold that line. Hit the edge, cross the line. Go hard now, go hard now. We don't back down, we don't back down. Take the crown, make your move now, make it count now.
Well. Hello. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are back with the action of Mythic Showdown Season 3, and we are kicking off weekend with round robins formats. And we have already seen two matches in today's game. That was the day one of the round robins format. We have seen MKC versus Team IGN. IGN takes the clean sweep against Team MKCV. In the previous match, Noctura versus Team SDES. we have again seen clean sweep from the side of Team Shadow Esports. And right now we are going towards game number 3. It is going to be one a heck of a match because it is going to be between Team CRQ Prime and versus it's going to be the undefeated ones in this tournament. It's going to be Team Godlike. And Solski will be your caster for this game number 3 of the evening, which is going to be best of 3 series. And joining by my side, the goated husband of today's history. How are you, Mr. Ray?
Thank you, man. I appreciate that introduction. Anyways, of course, a little bit under the weather because the weather is a bit down, but the matches are up and they're up in heat with everything, right? And I'm obviously excited to be seeing how much they can crank up the heat because, like I mentioned, Godlike are the undefeated ones tonight, but we've seen teams, even teams like I said, will face their first defeat from an underdog. So there is a massive chance that tonight could be one of those upset. But to be fair, it is the league stage, and of course we are here to witness it together, what it's going to be, and of course to be the voice of the game itself. Loving the new updated visuals coming in from the, of course, production team, really looking sleek and fine. And just like, I mean, to be fair, my hairstyle, not my Solskjaer hairstyle is not exactly sleek. It's like curly, but in a beautiful way. Yeah, it's like that.
Thank you, Mr. Ray. And as you mentioned today, we might see an underdog gets a chance to become the big dog. But we can keep the dog aside because this is going to be a heck of a match. And for now, I still think Team Gordel, I need to see how they manage to get their how they manage to face their first defeat. If they get defeated by CRQ Prime today. But Gordel has that momentum, and I don't think so they are going to lose that momentum in today's match as well. Because Team Narashi Pero is actually one heck of an EXP laner. To gap him, I don't think so. Like, it's very difficult to gap him because his Freya EXP is absolutely immaculate along with Nanaya. These two imports are providing a huge dividends for Team Godlike, and not to mention the goated duo, Art plus Fate. Art, what a beautiful names both of has. One usually art something into the map, and the Fate just follows it with it. And with the Art as well, Art manages to, just make some goated mid laner. First it was Bed, right now Shenzhou is making headlines because his positioning, his everything is so immaculate with certain heroes. Surely he wasn't good with some specific heroes, but right now Art has enabled him to become, what do we call it, a big dog. Right now, just 5 seconds for the drafting phase. We will be going into the drafting phase real soon. And I would like to also mention Team CRQ Prime. They managed to defeat, I suppose, Team DS and to come to this league stage. So it was such a right to see them into this top 8 format. CRQ Prime, I've got the first pick in this match. We can see straight away the Freya bans. I knew that they're going to ban the Freya. Got over the Bakshia ban. There is the Atlas ban as well. Not going for the Atlas for the first pick. And I like to mention that 27, his Lapu was immaculate before, when it was in the Swiss stage format, the last match that he played. He was approximately 6-1 something. The KD was immaculate, so I hope that he brings out that form in this match as well. Got it. But the last, so got a second man, that's going to be Paquito.
Right now, of course, like you mentioned, CRQ Prime were able to make it into this league stage by defeating one of the Mythic teams in the previous season, Mythic Showdown Season 2, which was Team Dakusena. Dakusena was one of the teams that did not go through a lot of lineup or roster changes. They had basically the same lineup except for, of course, the new jungle Silver. It looked actually they had the better chance this time around by having such a powerful lineup, but unfortunately, or maybe fortunately for the side of CRQ Prime, they were able to show that they were just a little bit ahead and superior in that game. But Swiss stage is a little bit like that because it is random. It's not like round robin where you can face all the other teams that are in the stage and just gather the points strategically. Swiss stage is random. You will be faced with opponents you might not know, and after that it will determine on who is losing and who is winning, right? If you're winning, you'll face the winners. If you're losing, you're gonna face the losers. So it is really hard to predict what's going to happen. That's what makes it exciting, but it can be also massive headache for the teams, and I believe the Dakusena was one of those teams that had that unfortunate streak finally ended by CRQ Prime coming into the league stage. But right now we're seeing, of course, the ban phase. Last match, it was a beautiful one to see. Of course, we are having imported coaches right now. They're giving great advices, and you might obviously feel like, hey, some of their drafts do look very standard, but like they say, sometimes simplicity is the best answer. The complex is actually the worst thing to go for. Anyways, right now, first pick gonna be coming in. I hope it's a Zushin, but I am not too sure. CRQ Prime, they're kind of new to me. Oh, okay, no, they are very old to me now. Like I've known them my whole life.
Only new one on God Speed and this thing, it's Shaq. Yes, yeah. Crisis 27 are pretty much, I think, how they plays out. Crisis, I think, needs a little bit, needs to, up his game in these tournaments, because he has got that, mechanics. It just needs to set up his good place, and he can be one unstoppable gold liner. But talking about gold liners, there is the fight, there is the Shenzhou. Let's just see. Okay, they go Cloud, obviously. Cloud first pick. They have still the option for 4vs, might go for the 4vs as well. Shenzhou loves to go Kimi, and will go for, Narashi has that EXP. I don't think he's gonna go for EXP right now. Yeah, obviously. He likes to see what opponent is gonna pick an EXP. Shenzhou, the Hylos. Or Shenzhou means our team will play the Hylos. 2 picks on the side of Team CRQ Prime. And for now, I think they have the opportunity to bring out that 4vs, as well as, I love the fact that Team Godlike has got at Hylos, because they don't want to give away the Hylos Zushin combination. So that's a very big brain.
Very big brain, but
Oh, big brain is there
that's
also.
a good pun. That's a good pun right there. But yeah, jokes aside, the thing is, I do like the Hylos for, of course, to respawn against Zushin. Obviously, they're going for to make sure that the Hylos does not come in with the Zushin, and CRQ Prime are also kind of doing the same thing, because Sora is actually one of those EXP laners that, if you might not know, in his lightning form, he dishes out enough damage, and he's immune throughout the whole punches. If he obviously catches up to Zushin with the lightning form, he goes straight up, goes aura on her, and she's done. Actually, the damage is way too much for her to sustain. It's actually one of the counters I've been seeing a lot while in the, I believe, MPLPH, and I believe CRQ Prime just does not want that to be happening towards their side, so they pick up the Sora along with, of course, the Guinevere. It was coming, I'm gonna be honest, because guess what? We have the Chun-Li skin today, so they definitely want to give it a try, right? They want to showcase their skills in the, of course, I think we know why she's famous.
Yeah, they don't want to give up with the Guinevere, because Guinevere could have lethal, because we just saw into the IGN game, because Guinevere plus God combination into the game number 2 against Team MKC. It was just, because they were just marking anyone to spatial migration combination along with the Gods, Mystic Injection plus Mystic Gush. It's just instant delete anyone who comes into that spatial migration. And the follow-up is just immaculate, from which right now in this game they have picked out the Godel, have picked out that God, and right now they are moving towards the second banning phase. They have banned out the marksmans. Fate have the Claude, are pretty much comfortable with that Claude. They still have the Harad open, they still have the 4vs open. So I love the fact that they haven't banned the 4vs, but if they give Narashi period the last pick, Lanaya has this first pick in the second picking phase. They have banned out the Akai, they banned out the Fredrin. They have got the Guinevere. If they pick out the Baksh is also banned. So for now, I think Suyu is left open into the jungling part, and we talk about Balman, maybe Leomord, kind of workable against Guinevere. And I think his pocket pick is also, that assassin, the Ling. I think so many options he have for now. Not so many, but quite a few. They forced out the jungling part. I love that in CRQ Prime.
Okay, he goes with the Harley is a good solid pick as well. A very, very solid pick, because he had the Brat. He's a solid pick because, of course, he's an assassin, he is a massive threat, but at the same time, he is one of the most simplest assassins to execute. Ling, it's kind of predictable. He's going to be coming in through the walls, and you see him coming. Harley, he has a blink skill, which makes him hard to predict. Second thing, his damage is unpredictable as well, because he doesn't kill you, he leaves you to die. So because of that, it is really annoying, because sometimes you don't die, but the thing it does do, it forces your skills out. Zushin's Crimson Beacon can be forced multiple times by the Harley before even the teamfight begins, and that puts her at a disadvantage, because without her Crimson Beacon, she is also just another vulnerable mage. Her Lantern Flare can only crowd control, but it cannot save her, and that's why Harley is a very good choice, and very safe pick as well, compared to something akin to like the Ling you mentioned, which is very high risk, needs the scaling, needs the farm, needs the snowball, like too many requirements. Harley, his requirement just become level 4. So That's the big difference. And yeah, they finally wrap up the draft with, of course, none other than Phobius going with a standard draft. Tonight looks like all the best teams are going for as simple as possible to show simple is the best way. But CRQ Prime, of course, they go with something of an interesting way, I would say. They have the Guinevere for the, of course, the bounce, and they have the pickoff as well, along with the Clint, which is not exactly like the most, what do you say, like very late game, of course. So CRQ Prime, their lineup does look a little bit like, you get my point, it's kind of all over the place.
I mean,
It feels like they're doing everything.
Yes, I got the gist of it. The Clint and this Kalea. I think they needed a burst hero because they had the Zushin. That can't burst any hero. They needed a burst hero with that combination with that Kalea Tsunami Slam. So they went for that Clint. Both of the combination is good. They have to, they need something to catch that Harley. So that's why they opted out for this Kalea. But Hylos and Phobias together, they need a lot of heck of a damage, and for in terms of ADC, CRQ Prime doesn't have any, so it will be difficult to melt down these heroes unless they get a snowball. However, against God, this Harley and Claude, pretty solid draft. So as you mentioned, it is all over the place. But for now, as you mentioned, this Harley, I mean, that's very I'm impressed by the way, because you mentioned they needed some safe jungler that can easily come in and out from that Guinevere. So I love the fact that you mentioned that Harley. Meanwhile, into the middle and Under Flare. Quite. Why the heck he went in? No! And big brain with a big brain. I thought that he will, knock up this Art towards his side, but no. Okay, we got our sweet face cam there, right? Art looking still fine in this, in today's era, obviously, because obviously why not?
He
Art
got
is
the
just fine, I said.
TikTok ratio.
Yeah.
Or
yeah.
like I mean that is how the Gen Alpha says it, but in my language, yeah, that's the portrait mode. We're getting a look into the emblems, loving the all the overlays, looks pretty cool. But anyways, into the mid lane, the Zushin is punishing as much as possible, but yeah, giving away the kill, that wasn't that good, is it? They made that mistake right there. But right now we're gonna be having just the normal early game, except for kind of a blunder, I would say, from the side of CRQ Prime. Like you mentioned, should have been a kill for the side of CRQ Prime. Sadly, did not come into fruition. Godspeed.
What
gets
is
the level
that
4.
position? I mean, that's how you lock in, man. Look at Narashi. And all right, CRQ Prime, not a very good start. We can see Land the top lane might go for a deadly magic. No, he will just use the poker cards. Fight, crisis, good in matchup. We can see getting here and there, poking down each other. Meanwhile, the players of CRQ Prime will be collecting in, will be trying to gank in the turtle side. Yes, look at the 27 position. We'll be having a store inform as well. Big Brain will get to level 4. Shenzhou is not level 4 quite yet. Look at 27. Really going for Tower inform quite too early into the path. Shipero has to flicker out. They still have the Stormbind as well. Revitalize, I think, will be proc out for this Art. There is Demonic Force and Infernal Pursuit from that Narashi Pero. Now he will try to re-engage. Crimson Beacon baited that out. And right now, we can see Big Brain quite too in danger. Will have to flick out as well. It's a very good knock-up double kill for Narashi Pero. And Team Godel will win this team fight.
Pretty good actually in that fight. Honestly, I thought for a second CRQ Prime was definitely gonna get a kill or two right here with the setup they were able to make with the Zushin, but of course the supremacy on the God, he's just too annoying to be dealt with. Right now we're taking a look into, of course, it is good, right? Right now we're getting the itemization of every member under their name. It looks pretty good. Level ranking wise, the God, the Harley are leading in with, of course, Fate following up. It's basically all of the members of Godlike except for the Guinevere and the Zushin slowly trying to catch up.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? I think Team CRQ Prime still needs to figure out that how they're gonna execute this draft. That was kind of a messed up team fight. Oh yeah, I mean, shout out to my boy 27. But look at the Narashi, man. I mean, I love the fact I need to play it like that if I can play like Narashi, and I still think Team CRQ Prime need to wait for this Guinevere to make the setup with the spatial migration. Then that Sora needs to go in with that either the Heaven Fury Thunder form or the Torrent form with the Stormbind. Then I think it will be a very good enabler for the side of Team CRQ Prime. Meanwhile, there it is. Might be a Tsunami Slam as well. There is a Violent Requiem, but the Art with a goated follow. 27 going in with the Heaven's Fury as well, but get busted down from that Wrath. And Narashi Pero again going for the re-engage as well. And Godspeed will fall down. And no, my lords, that's not how you engage. It was totally not necessary. There is a placing duel onto the bottom lane side. Crisis is going for some burst down to that Fate. Fate is going for the gold buff as well. And he will get his hand on gold crab. Muniya into the top lane. We can see they are pushing the first tier 1 turret.
I think right now, of course, Solski with the match progressing towards the mid-game mark as soon as possible. I mean, it's still not 5 minutes yet. Again another kill on Top Boy Shack.
I mean, Top Boy Shack isn't feeling like a Top Boy Shack. I mean, still, I think Team CRQ Prime needs to wait it out. Don't force your fight. Let them come into your place. You have that spatial migration to catch this Narashi Pero off guard. Whenever he uses Infernal Pursuit, but Narashi Pero, he is quite immaculate with the Freya and the Arlot. Right now, he's pretty much immaculate with that hero as well, the Phobius. 3-0-0, currently 50% team fight participation. I think for itemization wise, I think Rice is doing good. Fate just got his DHS. They will be focusing onto the bottom lane side, and we can see itemization right.
Yep, taking a look into itemization, but okay, this is the overall itemization. I'm getting to see itemization for everyone, which is really great, honestly, right now. But anyways, talking about it, DHS already secured for the Claude, not looking good, of course, for the Clint, who's why is he building half and half everything? Wow. He should have honestly just prioritized the Endless Battle after Fury Hammer. Why is he like half boots, half one armor plate? I mean, I get it. Maybe he was trying to go for the complete boots, but I feel like that is just going to be delaying his Endless Battle and his power spike. But oh, look at that. Roaring Clouds popping in. Clint.
That's a very good Infernal Pursuit by Narashi Pero. 27 quite to him. Has used his Stormbind as well. And now he will be just next into the chopping block. That's a very good Tsunami Slam. And I think now it's a Tsunami Slam time. That's a Violet Requiem as well. Not enough damage, but a shutdown. That's what I was thinking about. Beautiful combination art. Also quite too low. Will also fall down. I think he's next to the chopping block, but not enough mana. Big Brain has to fall back as well. Meanwhile, you can see that Brat is going to take down the mid tier 1 turret. Now all the lanes have launched their tier 1 turret from the side of Team CRQ Prime.
Oh, okay. We are getting the goal and kill events timeline. You can see it's all red. It's all red for a reason. Side of Godlike, 1-8 score CRQ Prime. Right now, they're caught in a pickle. They have to respawn back. 27 going with a full tank build. Good choice, of course. You don't want to... This is one of the things I really appreciated for the XP is that know that you're just the damage soaker. You don't have to go any form of damage. Leave the damage dealing work to your team. But I would have completely agreed if the fact that... Where is the damage for CRQ Prime? Only Clint has it. Zushin is utility. Everybody's utility. Oh, top lane.
Oh, that was such a good Tsunami Slam and Violent Requiem combination. Now, this is the time for CRQ Prime to make a comeback. Right now, we can see they are 4k behind into the goal. But we can see the Brand getting the turtle. Anaya is actually quite sneaky, Brad. I don't think so you can catch him. But now he will going for the backline. Sky Piercer for this god. Shenzu is waiting for the stacks. I think Sky Piercer for that. Kimi as well. There will be the stun. And the Stormbind, 360 degree to the God's ultimate. We can see Blazing do it just to, slow down that Stormbind as well. Somehow 27 survived. Lanaya will go into the back line. I don't think so. Yeah, he will be using his Deadly Magic. He still has his Deadly Magic. Might go for Big Brain. And Big Brain doesn't know that he has a Deadly Magic as well. We can see, okay, here is the skin, my boy.
Okay, I was just admiring it. But anyways, 2-9 score. And right now we're going to be taking a look into... Hey, why is our pants blue? Aren't they supposed to be brown? I'm pretty sure they're brown. Hey, what is this? They're supposed to be brown. Are you supposed to get colored skins for that? I'll check it later on, but the pants are supposed to be brown. Anyways. Anyways, 2-9 score being maintained. The goalie obviously 4,600 for the side of Godlike. Right now they're going to be initiating in. Solski, are you there, homie?
Yep. That was a very good, glorious pathway. Right now, I think we'll go for again a Tsunami Slam. Top Boy Shack. Now he's playing it really well. 5k gold difference. Fight is going for the turret as well. Now the turret will be getting that gold as well. 300 gold or 200 gold for the whole team. 23 seconds for this Lord. And one turret down for the side of Team Godel. If CRQ Prime really focused from the early game part, didn't take the forced fight, did the fight come to them, I think it would have been a very different story because the draft is not and quite not bad, but they still couldn't find that way how to execute it. But I'm still admiring this skin. I mean, such a good skin right now. I'm thinking of buying it, by the way, guys. So and thinking of buying it because how will you buy it? You will buy it from diamonds, and with diamonds, I think we have a giveaway going on, guys,
Yeah.
with the 8,000 CCU and also with the likes as well. So please make sure you like the stream and like, share the stream, subscribe the stream as well, and also follow us onto our all social media panels. We can see Art building the chastised pauldron along with that radiant armor, has got the elegant gem as well. Pretty comfortable with this pick. Hylos, we can see they're forcing down the bottom lane as well. Lanaya is quite cool. Slowly going in. He still has a deadly magic, might do not go for it. We can see the face cams as well from both the heroes, both the people of both the teams. And I gotta try this. I gotta try this. I think I can play EXP like team. Narashi Pero. Godspeed might wait for that spatial migration. Art still has his glorious pathway. Fate is waiting for Art to make some space for him. We'll go for that blazing duet. There is the glorious pathway. Not so much happening into the mid lane part. We'll go for that turret's passive, Holy Shield. It's just 10 minutes mark, so they have already proc it down. Right now, mid lane, the minions are also coming there. So far, so forth, not so much is happening.
I think they are going to be able to crack it out open pretty much soon. And what can the side of team CRG Prime really do? They don't exactly have a marksman that can scale up into a late game. I mean, Clint is there, but the thing is about Clint is he's more of a burst. Who can he burst? It's the God, it's the Claude, it's the Harley. But how can he burst them when there are two hefty tanks in front?
Yes, he just needed, at least 3 items. If we see her itemization of Clint, meanwhile, you can see there is a glorious pathway, and again, it was just a close call. It was just, are trying to aura farm right there. Where's Clint? Clint, Malefic Gun, Endless Battle, Sky Piercer, and Zushin also Sky Piercer. Oh, heck no, in tournaments, come on. You just needed a funnel strategy, just funnel your Clint because he is the main damage dealer. And Zushin the Sky Piercer could have, talk it out. Clint could have gone for maybe a Despair this time because he lacks the damage. You still need, Rose Gold Meteor in this match because there is a Harley as well. Right now, I'm not a big fan of that itemization. We can see on the opposite side, Claude have that Warrior Boots, 3 items, Trinity, and going for Malefic Gun. No, I think he doesn't have that. What do you call it? Winter Crown, yeah. So I think so far so forth, I'm not a big fan of the Sky Piercer in that Clint for now.
249 still maintained. It's very disciplined actually, like massive. Because I honestly thought that with how the game is going to be going, Godlike would honestly push a little bit more, and we might see, either of the side going for, I mean, especially for the side of Godlike, going for more aggressive gameplay. But yeah, regardless, the goal lead right now, almost climbing up to 8,000, basically a very high snowball stake. Gold farmer, you can see it's very massive. It's for Lanaya, who's actually the highest, not a gold laner, surprisingly, but not that surprising when he's the one taking the charge of the game. Lord's gonna get melted away pretty fast.
Yep, and there is a knock-up. Okay, there is a Mystic Gush combination. We'll have to use the Heaven's Fury as well as the Flicker. But that's a very good Glorious pathway, and I think that GG's for 27 right there. And right now, Team Godel onto full control of this game. And there's a Killua sticker from Narashi Pero along with a recall taunt.
Yeah, anyways, right now, of course, towards the bottom side, looks like they want to go for a 5-man engage right there. They are trying to find the angle, but unfortunately, they do not have the pick of kind of a hero. Hey, Phobius! I think he will make the decision himself.
Yep, he was quite too eager to go in. There's a Glorious Pathway. What a beautiful Glorious Pathway that is from that art. Now he is stuck. But I think that will be the flicker stun from that. Okay, no, that was a very good flicker stun right there from 27. But that is not enough because they have too much of damage. Team Godel, and they will end it in a style. And what a game it was! Purely domination coming in from the side of Team Godel.
Honestly, was not like expecting it to be this one side, I'm gonna be honest, but like I told you, the Messi draft did make me feel like it was going to be like that, because the thing about Messi draft is that the execution falls off. Like, what are you supposed to execute, honestly, right? Like, what is your game plan? What is your game strategy? What goal are you trying to chase? Right now, you have a Guinevere into the jungle. Really good pick. I mean, the thing is, all of the heroes are good pick, right? Zushin, really good. Kalia, really good. Guinevere, really good. Clint, I guess decent. Not exactly the best. But how do you combine them is the thing, right? These heroes had no synergy whatsoever. Zushin is there for the pickoff. Guinevere can help with that. That is the only good thing. Other than that, you have a pickoff hero, which is Kalia. You need the burst for that to happen. Who is the burst? Clint is there, but Clint needs 3 items to do that. But we're going to be getting the MVP right now. It's none other than Art from Godlike Esports.
Yes, Art with his artistic playstyle, 2 or 12, 100% teamfight participation. Third damage, as he took third damage, 682, that's quite a lot. And we can see there is a slot, scorecards. And, I'm pretty much disappointed by, they didn't discuss it out that who is going to go for that Sky Pierce. So that's a 1500 gold, my boy. I mean, you can use that to buy at least sub item of some other items. I think Crisis needed that. So Sea Halberd or Despair. And look, he was going for the Despair. I think if he could have sells, not even buy that Sky Piercer, he would have gotten the Despair way too early than, before this 13-minute mark. And then along with Zushin as well, needed that Wishing Lantern in this game to, chunk down the heavy tankiness coming in from the side of Team Godel. Still has gone for the Sky Piercer. Okay, Elegant Gem, it's a necessary item. Anti-heal, necessary item. Wishing Lantern is much more necessary item. And I can't even talk about other things because both of these two players has missed out their itemization. And obviously because they couldn't execute their draft pretty well. So that's why they lost in this game, because there was a 2-kill that was onto the Nerashi Pero only, because that was an Amislam and Violent Echo combination. But it was just taking a lot of resources to kill that Phobius all alone. And after that, they are just, they were just resources less. And then Lana came, Fate came, and then they just did their thing, the, Blazing Duet and the Deadly Magic of the game. And it was a GG's. Yep. And Art with that beautiful, beautiful, glorious pathway. If I ever walk into some red carpet or something, I need that to be such same to same as Art's glorious pathway. It was just that much immaculate.
Mm-hmm. I love the fact that you really want that. Unfortunately, to be fair, if the Hylos is your opponent, his glorious pathway does look red for you because it's the opponent's skill, right? So in a way, it is a red carpet. Yeah, it is a red carpet. I call it a ramp though, like a fashion ramp. That's what I love to see. But anyways, I think the game number 2 is going to be interesting because CRQ Prime, I feel like they were not playing up to their potential at all. It feels very weird for them to play like this underwhelming because let's be honest, like you mentioned, they did not have their mind properly set on who they were trying to funnel. Zushin had the Sky Piercer and so did the Clint. What's the reason? That is not supposed to happen. Yes, both of the heroes do rely on the Sky Piercer. Zushin way more than, of course, the Clint. But you can still go on the Clint Sky Piercer if the Zushin decided not to go to. Like you mentioned, 1500 gold was completely wasted because they did not know who to funnel their resources to. And I believe these small mistakes, sometimes it can build up to a bigger impact, and that is exactly what happened. Right now, we're going to be getting, of course, the second game into this series. We are right now looking into the Godlike getting the first pick. We're, of course, getting the rates of the bans as well. 35 times banned the Phobius, along with 25 times banned the Glue. Who's going to be the next into the list? The Marcel? I don't think CRQ Prime, they will be banning out the Zushin, but if they do not, Senju is very capable of picking it up. And this time, they might taste actually a lot of harsh medicine if they actually opt for that.
Yes, absolutely, man. Right now,
we got the last.
They banned out. Pretty much, yeah. Okay, first of all, shout out to the graphics of this. Whoever did the shout out to them. I mean,
we know who did it.
It was just, yeah, I know, obviously, because
it's our goat.
But yeah, it's our goat, obviously, and loving the interaction. It's just so intuitive. Look at the bands. They just painted red. Such a attention to details. Coming back to the points, there, as you mentioned, they didn't know how to funnel their status, funnel their players. They didn't have that decision making to who to funnel to. Team Godel, Team CRQ Prime, game number 2. of the evening of the Best of 3 series into the Mythic Showdown Season 3. It is powered by Boardroom Games and proudly supported by our community partner ABCG XR Assam. Godel has got two bans for CRQ Prime as well. There is the Bakshia and the Freya. I've not done open both of them. And again, it will be the Marcel.
Almost the same hero's band.
Yeah, almost the same hero, except this, I think. There is
Paquito, it should be
CRQ.
Paquito.
Yeah, it should be Paquito right there. Or maybe Atlas. Atlas is not
Oh
banned.
yeah, Atlas is a good band too. Atlas is a good band. Last match, CRQ Prime did ban it out, so that is something they can honestly ban it again. But the giving away the Paquito, I don't, especially to a team like Godlike. Nah, mate, I don't think giving away the Paquito is gonna be a good decision. I think that's what CRQ Prime, they're scratching their heads over. Like, did we give away the Paquito? But that is going to be a bad decision. Giving away the Atlas also is going to be the same thing. CRQ Prime are right now caught in a pickle, and that's the disadvantage of being in the second pick right now. You just have way too many meta heroes open, and you cannot keep a lot of meta heroes open to make a 1-2 trade either. And they actually take the most neutral way possible. They ban out the Akai because he's right now one of the most trendy and the strongest jungles in the meta right now. So that's what they're going to be going with. In response, Godlike can honestly just pick up the Paquito right here. Or is it going to be the Atlas to give Art the priority?
Or maybe. Yeah, I mean, can go for either the Atlas. Okay, I was thinking that they would go for something else. But I thought they might go for Zoshin. But they instead went for this Fredrin. Top Boy Shaq 27 got a second pick from the side of Team CRQ Prime. Have the opportunity to pick the Paquito themselves. I think Team Godel has something in mind to go against that Paquito. I think they are expecting a Paquito from the side of Team CRQ Prime. They pick the Paquito. Okay, there's the Zushen 27. Will they go for the Paquito or will they go for something else? They still have the chance to pick the Paquito. And I think at this point, just go Atlas. You don't want Atlas. You don't want Atlas and this Fredrin against yourself because that's too much to handle. You don't even have a guy to have that disengage. Just go for the Atlas. Come on, man. CRQ Prime. Antagonist. Be the antagonist that you are supposed to be and just lock down that Atlas. Be the villain. Come on. Be the most powerful villain antagonist. Just go for some powerful picks in the first pick. Okay, there is a Zushin. Thing 27. It's a no-brainer just to go Akai because that's why you go Atlas. I don't think so you can handle that Fredrin and Atlas together.
I think. Okay. Is it a. Oh, it's a pause. Yeah, it's a pause.
Okay, so, as you mentioned, the funnel strategy into the previous game. I think I was watching EWC yesterday and the best player won A7. He just picked out that, YSS into the jungle. And, it was such a beautiful funnel. He was, the whole team has a 17 kills, okay? At least 17 or 14 kills has gone towards the side of that the best player one's pocket. So that's how you funnel. I think that was missing from the side of Team CRQ Prime into the last game. To see how the plays out. Will it be another tiebreaker? Because if CRQ Prime will be able to get his first win, so it might be a best of 3 to whole 3 games, and it will be the first one in today. So let's just hope we go for the game number 3. There is first pick from the side of Team Godel have decided to go for the Fredrin. Gotta ask our viewers as well, what do they have to say about the previous game and this game as well? How are you liking the starting of the draft?
I love the Zushin, man. That's all I'd say. CRQ Prime keep on going for Zushin, man. I appreciate that. But yeah. Right now, of course, since there is a pause, of course, we can look into the picks that were taken in the previous game. And we can clearly see the Fredrin was banned out in the last game. But right now, Godlike gets the priority. And there was the carry and the Moscow banned out as well from the side of. Actually, these sides are swapped, right? The bans are swapped, I believe. Or is it the picks? I think the bans are swapped, isn't it? Yeah, the bans are swapped away. Or is it the picks?
I think
swapped away?
bans are also same because the Freya was banned.
Okay,
from
everything
CRQ
is same, but the thing is, CRQ Prime were on this side, so it says stolen.
Swap,
Yeah, it says like swapped. Anyways, right now, okay, looks like we're back. We're back, and we get the Paquito, man.
Absolutely, man. There is the Kai ban, and we got a Paquito. Oh my god, come on, man. could have gone for that Atlas. We haven't seen Chenzu play a lot of Zushin, but let's just say they have something in mind. They should have either a Diggy or something else just to counteract that Atlas.
Give me a few seconds, Solsky.
Alright, and there is a Godspeed. Okay, there's Narashi Pero. Narashi will go for an Atlas straight with Lord. I mean, that's just too much CC to handle. Come on. If you ask me, you might go for Belric. You think that Belric can sustain that Atlas, but I don't think so. Might go for something else. If you go for Hylos, you will get the Hylos Ocean combination, but still, you don't have a surprise element like Atlas. You need something to have that sustenance to at least sustain the part where you get hit by that fatal link. So Hylos is my choice. Might go for Beleric as well. As we are seeing, the teams are opting out for Beleric, and because they need to take the fight to you because they have the Fredrin that is going to be the engager. They have the Atlas that is going to be the engager, so you can go for the anti-type, the Beleric. Okay, never mind. They will go for Crisis, but it's Comfort. That's going to be the Harith. For now, I think we will be going into the second banning phase. There are two bans they're having. They both will be having. Let's see what the CRQ Prime has the opportunity to ban out. They have the opportunity to ban out the Eve and the Zaitian, because Zaitian, if they get the hands, God will get the hands onto that Zaitian, it's going to be very, very tough for Team CRQ Prime to handle that much of CC, because they have the Fate that can be the enabler. He will get that in the free space when the Zaitian hits with the Fury of the Phoenix. CRQ Prime, the two bans might go for the Moscow carry ban, as you mentioned. If they left out Moscow open, okay, never mind, not the Moscow carry, because they have Fate has already picked out it marksman. Both of them are picked out the marksman that's going to the God ban instead. Okay, not Zaitian. Forgot about the God. God is banned. Here it is the Hylos. I love the fact that Team God are ready into the draft. They will ban out the Hylos. And
They go with the Harris pick right now. And response is obviously to ban out the God away, which is something good. But at the same time, the thing is, Solsky, that the Atlas existence right now does two things to you. Either you go with the Purify, nullifying your, escape spells. You don't go with the Purify, have the escape spell, but guess what? You will get fatal links. So right now you have to make two decisions, basically have to make decisions on what spell you're going to go, because committing to the Purify means you're going to be very vulnerable to Senju, not Senju, my bad, to of course the Fredrin and the Claude, because if you don't have the Flicker, they are able to chase you easily. Purify is not going to save you from these two heroes, but if you go with the, not Purify, it is, you get the point. The Atlas will catch you, so they are caught in a pickle.
Yeah. I mean, okay, I kind of just knew it. Belric is gonna be there. Belric, hey, you are Belric. Welcome to the party. 37 win rate, 37.50 win rate, 8 picks, 4 bans. I'm still pretty much skeptical of this Belric. If go for the Kimi, or maybe you still have that Zaitian open. You will have that space. Lana with the spec. They knew how to. Okay, they Art will go for not Art, but Shenzu will go for this Valentina. I mean, why? You need power of Dreads to catch the crisis. You have too much of CC. Kimi could have been not a very good pick, but still Valentina. Okay, I knew Valentina can survive against this Paquito, so with that thinking, and they knew that some assassin is gonna come up, so they banned out the dance slot. The second one is going to Suyu. So far, so forth. A lot of damage picks this time from CRQ Prime right here. So for I think what is that? Also, by the way, if you are speaking, you're muted, and also I think Valentina pick. Okay, there's a Suyu as well. Both of the drops are looking pretty much fine. Not so sure about this Valentina pick, but I think it's going to be pretty much sustainable against that Paquito. So we'll be moving on to the Land of Dawn phase. We're entering into the Land of Dawn. Both the teams are ready. Team Godel versus Team CRQ Prime. And let's see what happens because both of the teams have gone for a good draft this time. And the front end with the Atlas, too much of CC. Godel might have that very good team fight in this game. And they have for backlines, they have gone for Narashi Hipero has gone for that Benedetta. Will go into the mid lane first and will be using his Petrify combination. And still, that's a very good, I would say, rotation coming in from the side of team. Godel right there just forces down that much of damage. There is the Frigid Breath. Art going in. Toby, Top Boy Shaq, quite too low as well. Shenzhou will try to get his minions. They force down. They just choke down the minions for that Jushin. She wasn't able to get the minions, and she isn't level 2 yet. Into the top lane, Crisis getting into the back foot, into the bottom lane side. I think they need a quick quick thinking this time, Team Godel, because Team Godel is just too active from the start of the game. We can see into the mid lane, there is a Blade Surge, possibly from God Speed. They need to force down that R with the Flicker, and that's a very good resources bait out. There will be the Paquito that will join them into the mid lane. For now, I think nobody holds there. 200 plus gold from the side of Team Godel. CRQ's 27 is just roaming around in the map, and they gave away that the crab to that Benetta. She will hit that level 4 mark before that Paquito, and we can see a lot of taunt into mid lane, level 3 from the Shenzhou. 27 might have the opportunity to go for that crab as well. Narashi will go for the crab, will try to hit that level 4, or will it be given to Nara? No, Narashi Pero will get the EXP crab. And I think for now, Team Godel, Team CRQ Prime are just waiting it out. Okay, there is a possible Annihilate from that art. No. Lanaya is falling for the turtle. Big Brain is not still level 4. Lanaya going for the taunt as well. 27 with the knockout jab. There is an eye for an eye. There, Big Brain getting caught off guard. Doesn't have his level 4 to Crimson Beacon out of there. Lanaya going in with the stun. 27 is also getting stunned down. Shenzhou going in. He has the Wrath of Triad as well as the ultimate and insurance. And for now, I think that Big Brain will be quite too late to the party. Narashi Pero with what a good set given by Narashi Pero. I think that the first shot will go to the side of Team Godel right there. And there is a 27 trying to take down someone with a knockout jab, an Electro Blade, an eye for an eye as well. Narashi Pero getting the kill on Narashi. Meanwhile, I think that Valentina got the kill, I suppose. Oh, sorry, Fred didn't got the kill. Crisis into the top lane, just going for a fight against that Claude. And I still think Team CRQ Prime again getting onto the back foot. There will land to play onto the mid lane. Big Brain is not getting his good time into this game. He still is low. I hope he doesn't go for Sky Pierce first item. Need that anti-heal first item, or maybe some Wishing Land and whatever he wants to go. We can see Art going for giving space for that Valentina. Fate was coming into the mid lane. We got the mid lane as well. Narashi Pero, what a good cut he has done. And right now, Team Godel is being ready for the team fight in the mid lane. Top Boy Shrek into the mid lane, and as well will give away the taunt. Art going in for the Annihilate, but I don't think so he will be getting any target right into the mid lane as well. Narashi Pero going into the top lane as well. I think Crisis has no clue about what's coming for him. And Narashi Pero still into the mid lane. We can see there is Nanaya getting the all farmed up. I think most possible gank will be onto the top lane or the mid lane. We can see 27 spotted out at Narashi Pero. He is also quite too, I would say active into the battlefield, but not too quite active. 27 is getting slightly out-rotated by this Bene because the nature of the hero is just like that. Only so much of dashes right there. But now I think Team Godel have a little bit grip onto this game. We can see Big Brain. That's a good taunt. He will be using the Purify as well. Right now, Art has the Flicker. Might go for that Fatal Links. Not enough mana for the Top Boy Shack. And somehow they disengage. But right now, that was a very good setup. 27 is also quite good to in. 27 might get that taunt as well. Will be getting an Allied. Will have to Flicker out. And I don't know what they are thinking there. You don't have the Belleric. Why are you going from the mid lane side? It's just quite too dangerous for you, Paquito.
Sorry about that, Shulsky. Had a little bit of a interruption on my end, but anyways, I'm back into the game. 2-4-0 already for the side of Godlike, and right now we're going to be looking into what's going to happen as we, of course, traverse ahead in this game. Right now, again, a Crisis. Why is he building up one plate of the armor? I'm not too sure, anyways, but regardless, he's going to be taken out.
I mean, such a beautiful engage coming from side of both the side of the team. We can see Godspeed getting shut down by Narashi Pero with the electroblade and eye for an eye combination right there. 27 couldn't do anything with the knockout jab as well. Beautiful Purify. We can see into the top lane Shenju going in with the Varathor Triad as well right now, getting 2 knockups and quite too low. Shenzu will have to fall back for now, blazing to it as well. Somehow Bilrick survives today, and we can see Fade getting the top lane tier 1 structure. We can see 27 follows up with a follow-up. Might go for a knockout jab, but I don't think so. That's a good target. 27, you should have gone for the Shenzu instead. We can see Crisis has come back into the top lane. Shenju is quite too in as well. Fade doesn't know that there is... Crisis doesn't know that there was Shenzu right there into the bush. The heck you doing, Crisis, right there? And I think Crisis is having a crisis of himself because he doesn't know, like, where should he go? Right now we can see Godspeed onto the bottom lane side. Will be using his Soul Seaver just to get that minion, cannon minion. And for now, there is the itemization, Ray.
Yep, we got the itemization right now, and with this, the Atlas already has the Dome Ice. Not looking good for them, of course. And what is it again? What is it again? I forgot. Well, team fight.
Down, oh my lord. 27 just getting caught right there with the power of Dryads as well. Big brain. And quite too low, and there is Narashi Pero who is also low and might get that Chrono Dash skill. And yes, Crisis managed to get a 1 kill onto his hands, but at what cost? He will have to pay for his life. Pay with his life, I mean. Godspeed again into the mid lane, not getting any space right now. We can see Godel in full control. What a coordination and discipline we are seeing from the team Godel in this match. Alright, again back with the action. That's a huge bonk, mega kill towards that Shenzu. Nana is still laughing in that, in the camp. We can see Godspeed having a very desperate face. And why not? Because he is getting this bonked out from the treasure in Lanaya. Again, having a good free space. Again, a bonk to the turtle. Will be having the turtle with a very, very good sword. And I think that's the 3 turtles towards our team. Godel Crisis with a long, having a huge crisis of that fatal links, an eye for an eye, Electroblade as well. The Rashi better quite too in. We can see backside unstoppable for Shenzu. Lanaya going in with a big bonk, big brain. Just going for that Lantern Flare passive. Again, hard going in with that Annihilate. He doesn't have his fatal links for now. And Big Brain will have to fall back as well as his Godspeed as well. Shenzu also quite too low. We can see timeline. Golden kills timeline. We can see at 232 they got the first turtle, 446 second turtle, 715 third turtle, and right now we are at 751, approximately 8-minute mark. Again, Godspeed Shenzu. What a beautiful power of Dryads. Again, get the top boy Shaq, and it's quite too low as well. What a good bomb coming from Lanaya as well. 27 also quite too low. 27 will have the taunt. Double kill. Lanaya Crisis trying to get his hands onto low HP people, but fails to do so. Good zone coming in from the dart. And Godel is in full control of this game, and they are not ready to back down. They will go for the mid lane tier 1 structure, tier 2 structure as well. We can see top lane just trying to get that Holy Shield proc down onto the top lane as well. We can see the cam of the players as well. And again, Team Godel is in full control of this game, and Crisis quite too low. Fate is giving too much of damage. Crisis managed to sustain with that Zaman Force. Godspeed going with the Soul Seaver will have to fall back for now. And I think this was it. I guess they will force down the tier 2 structure as well into the mid lane part. We can see to the top lane, Narashi Pero might go for engage. There is an engage. Top boy Shrek might get that fatal links, and yes, he will get that fatal links. It's RKO. And with the KO of that Electroblade combination, 27 with the lockout jab, and Nunaya quite too low, will be getting Lantern Flare passive, and he will survive for now. Close call for Godel, but I hope that was, I would say, not a good comeback from her team CRQ Prank. They are 10k behind in this match.
Yeah, sorry about that, Solsky. Having a bit of issues on my end tonight. But right now, I'm here. If you want, okay, I can take it over from you, buddy. Don't worry about it. I'm here for you, homie. And right now, anyways, we're going to be, of course, seeing the side of Godlike going with a massive 16-2 score with a 10,000 goal advantage. And right now, we take a look into the final atomization that's going to be coming in. Chastis Pauldron with the Domice compared to the Belleric only having a single Domice. You can clearly see the disparity on the lowest goal. Right now, let's look at the highest goal. Trinity build versus the Harith is actually done with 2, so he's not that far behind. But the fact that you can see 2,000 goal advantage Wait a second. Almost Benedetta actually has way more gold than the Paquito. And to be fair, I wanted to mention this. Sorry, I was not here, but I wanted to mention the fact that Benedetta is one of the only heroes actually that counters out the Paquito the best, but requires a lot of high micro. And guess what? Godlike does have that high micro to make it happen. And right now, the Lord's going to be
Oh,
walking in the mid lane as
no.
well, and we're going to be seeing it.
No, man. Come on. He just got decimated like that. 0-4-0 currently. That top boy Shaq. And right now we can see, not Top Boy Shaq, but the Godspeed, I suppose. There is Big Brain. He's also quite too low. Top Boy Shaq has to fall back for now. Suyu isn't having a time for his life, not able to do anything because he doesn't have that, open space. CRQ Prime playing fully onto the back foot this match. Team Gordel forcing down themselves from the tier 1 base turrets. And we can see there is an Electroblade combination. I think he misses this time. Narashi Parable falls down to Shaq with a flicker. Power of Dryad, but nobody hurts there. Godspeed also quite too low. This Crisis is doing everything just to give damage to that Fredrin, but he is just quite too tanky. He's just quite too bruiser right now. Godspeed will go towards the mid lane. He will just try to get that hands onto the minions. And Team Gordel just manages to survive for now. And we can see into the mid lane again. They are going in. That's a fatal links. RKO. Big Brain quite too low. Unstoppable for this red win. Mega kill for this trade. And right now 2-4-0 trade. 3 people are left from the side of Team CRQ Prime. That's a turn. Crisis also quite too low. We'll have to fall back. That's a good Zaman Force. Soul Silver. Blade Surge. Godspeed. No, I think he's just getting caught off guard right there. Oh my guys, I think Team Godless wants to end this game with a gist, I guess, and I suppose they. Okay, that's a good knockout jab from that.
Hey!
Win, and base is just quite too
It's
low,
over, it's
and I
over.
think Benedetta will join the party, and they will end this game with the 5-man onto the base from the side of Team Gordel. Right now, the base is quite too open on the side of Team CRQ Prime, and they lost this match with a clean sweep.
Honestly, this match I really thought the side of Team CRQ Prime were going to be able to do something about it. But oh, wow. It was not at all in the fact, honestly. I think the side of Godlike is just way too equipped with the micro right now. They already have good macro. I believe all the top 8 teams here, they have good knowledge of the macro. That's why they're here at the top 8. Because micro is not enough to get into a top 8, right? But I believe this match was the wits of the micro. And the fact that the Benedetta just made the Paquito look like he's not even meta. It just goes to show that Godlike are pretty much well ahead of Team CRQ Prime. And on this day 1 of the league stage, I guess it's just not going to happen. Is it going to be enough for the next stages though? We are not too sure. We still have a long way. But for now, one thing's for sure that CRQ Prime, if you of course want to defeat Godlike, you still have a lot of work to be put in. But I think that's the good thing. Having the capacity, having the ability to learn is always the most beautiful thing, right?
The ability to learn is the most powerful thing that you have, and to be able to harness the skill every time to time is what makes a human so powerful, because he can learn anything. But if you are able to harness the skill time to time, and Ray just pointed out very beautifully, and Team CRQ Prime, they had what it takes to come into the top 8, but to advance from this top 8 to top 4 and top 2 and top 1, they need to learn a lot. Today, again, a clean sweep for the 3rd game, and this time Team Muniya from the Gordel is going to get the MVP. And look at the guy just smiling his face out, because why not? Because he has been performing quite too well in this tournament. Still undefeated Team Gordel, and Team Arjun, I suppose, is also undefeated in this tournament. Would love to see both of them clash in the future tournaments. In future clash of this tournament as well. You can see there's a 22-4. This match was quite too hard for us. I don't think CRQ Prime couldn't able to do anything, especially this Godspeed wasn't able to get a free hitting zone, or maybe I suppose a free pathway to engage in this match. And again, 27 was forced down to back foot. Lanaya with his, not Lanaya, but this Narashi Pero with his absolute immaculate rotation was just too good. And I love the fact that Lanaya and Art just worked together. Lanaya baited out the Purifier, and Art with his fatal links onto right people. Either the Crisis, either the Godspeed, either the Big Brain. So wonderfully played by both of the same teams. However, Team Gordel just decimated Team CRQ Prime this time. So they were just superior team this time. So I suppose Team CRQ Prime will learn from this game, and we'll see some improvements from their side when they proceed into the further rounds. Godel, look at the team fight participation for both the sides. We have just saw that Lanaya got the MVP. We will see that there is a scorecard, guys. And I mean, what else is there to lift? What else is there to say?
think I think the only thing you can honestly point out is I mean, it was a sheer domination. 8 turrets, 3 turtles, 1 lord. There is just 0 0 0s everywhere. But yeah, anyways, we got a rich guy, the carry, the sandbag, and a windbag.
Yeah, that's going to be the art, the wingman. I mean, everybody needs a wingman like art in their life. 17 top total assist. Damage taken the sandbag going to be the Vilrig, of course, and all other art from the Godel. The carry will be the Shenzhou. The damage dealt 62k. I mean, that's absolutely good. Shenzhou, I was slightly skeptical of that Valentina, but my bad. That Wrath of Triad, a Power Triad, was just so immaculate. The positioning was just so good. One time he just managed to, crowd control 3 people. So this was the game number 3, guys. It was so good. But you know what? I think we are going to have again a lineup from CRQ, but this time it will be not the prime one. It will be from Who is Peter and What is Peter. It will be from the Crux CRQ. Alright, I just got information about the next match. It won't be going to held tonight, so I suppose this was the last game of the night. But what a game it was. We just saw Godlike again dominating into this league stage, and I wish to see that who will manage to defeat the Godlike, because they and IGNs are both at undefeated way.
I think Godlike has the overall better chance, honestly, with how they showed their dominance. But at the same time, IGN has been able to prove their prowess and their experience. But I believe IGN was a little bit close to defeat, but Godlike has shown no position where they felt vulnerable in any way. So I think there's a really, really good chance that Godlike will maintain it. But we've seen the legends, we've seen the giants fall, so anything can happen. And we are obviously looking forward to that to be happening as well, Solski. And yeah, that's about it from my end.
Alright, so that's about from my end as well. This was the game number 3, and this will be the last game of tonight, guys. We'll see you guys tomorrow with the new epic banger match, and please enjoy your weekend, because this is going to be the Friday weekend. So tomorrow will be another very good weekend for you, because we will be bringing back a lot of good matches. So see you tomorrow, guys. Until then, I, Solski, along with Ray, will take our leave. Before that, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe the stream, and also follow us onto our all social media panels. So that's it. See you guys. Tata. Bye-bye.
Boot up, pick a lane, one shot, take a plate.